Yeah, 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Come on, it's a first offense, right?
That we know of. But why should that matter? He knew not to drink. I've made it clear to Matt, that's what we expect from him. What have you said to Tim?
Nothing really. You know, a lot of kids try it at this age, so...
Yeah, well, a lot of kids don't try it too. I'm not saying that Matt's going to be this perfect kid, but if I don't tell him what we expect and why he shouldn't drink, how's he going to know?
You think kids that age really listen?
They never admit it, Bill, but they hear more than you think.
Talk. They hear you. For more information about talking with kids about underage drinking, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
KHOW News Time, 10:03.
Colorado business owners are applying for refunds from the $160 billion in tariffs collected last year. You can request the reimbursement through an online portal on the Customs and Border Protection website. Nate Axbig with Active in Denver says he's still waiting for a refund check.
They're saying 60 to 90 days, which I think is ambitious. It's just going to take some time.
He says the tariffs raised his costs by about 30%. Nearly 800 First Bank employees in Lakewood will lose their jobs now that the bank is being taken over by PNC. PNC says the layoffs of 777 employees at its West Colfax building are due to the consolidation of operations. The layoffs will begin on June 30th. The city of Lakewood says its economic development office is actively coordinating with state and county partners to help employees affected by the layoffs. That's the latest. I'm Brenda Stewart.
Now, Impact Traffic.
Now we're still struggling down south. We had a crash near Ridgegate late in the rush hour. They've cleared that, but now we've got construction in that same area blocking off the left lane, and we're still really slow coming up from Castle Pines. A couple of miles of heavy jamming through there. We'll make that C470 heading west right at 285, a crash right lane. That's backed up. Now I-25, that doesn't look too bad. A little slow coming south into downtown and 270. A little busy through Commerce City. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle from Blindster.com. If you price custom blinds at a retail store, you know how expensive they can be. At Blindster, we do things differently. You measure at home, install yourself, and save big on custom blinds. Plus, we guarantee they'll fit. Blindster.com.
Frank Duran, the real estate man with RE/MAX Alliance. He is a certified negotiation expert, and he knows how to aggressively market your home.
With our specialized marketing knowledge, we aggressively implement the most advanced, innovative, and proactive marketing plan you will find anywhere.
For all things real estate, do not hesitate to call 303-920-1622 or get tips online at frankdurantherealestateman.com.
When a group of women discover they've all dated the same prolific con artist, they take matters into their own hands.
I vowed I will be his last target.
He is not going to get away with this.
He's going to get what he deserves.
We always say that. Trust your girlfriends.
Listen on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Follow the Girlfriends Trust Me Babe and start listening on the free iHeartRadio app today.
Keep your retirement money safe at mymoneymyway.com.
Now, here's your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, COIN. That's COIN. Enter it now.
Are you ready to hear something that will not only make you feel better, but will actively excite you?
Yes!
This is Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW, an iHeartRadio station.
Oh, I'm so excited.
When joining the conversation becomes difficult, use the talkback feature on the iHeartRadio app. Just tap, record, and send, all within the app.
Get out there and be heard.
To Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino. Welcome to the show. Solving problems, answering questions, taking complaints. for 45 years in Denver, longer elsewhere, the longest running radio show with the same host still on the air. Major Marc Mager is also standing by with me in the home studio. And for those streaming, by the way, don't tell me about the cameras. I will put up his camera if he turns it on. But Mark has been camera shy lately. So
I'll turn it on.
good.
Give me a minute.
When you turn it on, I'll bring it up so those streaming can see your lovely face on YouTube. By the way, speaking of streaming and podcasts and stuff, and I'm serious when I ask this, how the hell can you decide what to listen to? Especially when it comes to podcasts. I cannot believe how many podcasts there are. In fact, I don't know how many podcasts there are. How many do you think there are? How many? How many active podcasts are there in the world? I don't even know how to search it. How do they, and the ones, that gain an audience, you have to give them kudos because you have to sift through so many to find one you like. So I looked it up earlier. Mark, take a guess without looking it up. How many podcasts do you think?
2 million.
Okay. There are titled about 5 million podcasts worldwide titled, but the actual feeds are about 500,000 podcasts that stay active. 500,000 podcasts. How do you pop an audience? I mean, more power to you if you do. But what do you do? I have tried in the past to get this idea going. I wanted to do something called social radio, where people, instead of a podcast or a page or a TikTok video, they get a slot in a lottery system to do anything they want for pick a time, a half hour, maybe 15 minutes. Maybe an hour, not an hour, but so where they get to do whatever they want. And then you would have a host there just in case they wanted to take a call or two, or they needed help logistically getting in and out of breaks. And I want to call it, I just want you to know, you heard it here, right? I have so many ideas that never come to fruition. I only have myself to blame. But do you think social radio would work? In fact, I would like to test the concept, kind of like an open mic night, right? So what I'd like to do is we're going to do, let's say, because the show runs in 15-minute blocks, let's do social radio only if there's someone who can, put two words together. It's very difficult. Now, this is what I'm going to do. Anything you want to talk, could be your business, anything you want to talk about. You got 15 minutes. Now, if you're on and you start getting hemming and hawing, I might prompt you a bit. I might talk to you a little, but you will have your 15 minutes of fame and you can use the radio show. You can use it. This will be social radio experiment. Social radio, so instead of, like I said, posting a video or doing a podcast, you're on live radio, and then you can download it and whatever, because it's going to be on YouTube. You can download it. In fact, if you want, I'd even, it's kind of dangerous doing a Zoom. Maybe I can't do that, but I was going to say I can set it up where I can take a Zoom. Right now, not now. Now it's just a phone call. But we would pipe you through as a radio host and give it a title. In fact, I would like that you title it the same as your social media. So whatever you are on Instagram, maybe you give the title to your radio segment. And it will be social radio. And it's an experiment. Social radio. I'm the first one ever to do it. I don't care what anyone says. I'm on record right now as being the first one to birth social radio. In fact, my deputies have often wanted to do things on the air. And we have a guest coming, by the way. So Deputy D just walked in. I know Deputy D could do it. I know that Bo has expressed interest, but I reserve the right to shut it down if you can't support a segment, because I'm not going to, let my audience suffer. All right. So the number to call would be 303 Martino, 303-627-8466. Now, of course, you can call that number 24/7. You can get in line for it if you want. But I'm wondering, is there anyone with nerve enough to put themselves out there on social radio for your own segment? Again, I'll have to have some guardrails, because if you're on there and you go, I'm pretty cool, whatever, say something. Make your statement. It's your soapbox. No one, and I tell you, no one's doing this. This will be brand spanking new. I'm telling you, brand spanking new. So if you want to do social radio, call in. All right? Now, I hope I can find at least one person with enough nerve to do this. It doesn't have to be any particular topic. There are no rules. Obviously, with the FCC has rules. You can't swear, all right, or be vulgar. There's a line there that kind of you don't know you crossed it until you cross it, and then we have a delay. So, again, social radio. Now, you can text me if you want and let me know what your thoughts are, or you can just call direct 303 Martino, 303-627-8466, or 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Mark, what's on your mind today, by the way? I'm always interested in what's going on.
Well, I got to tell you, the VIX is on my mind. You know what the VIX is, I'm assuming?
No.
It's a volatility index.
Oh, volatility. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, you know what's remarkable? I was looking at the VIX basically I look at it all the time, but since the war started, I wanted to see how accurate it was. And sure enough, when we first started bombing Iran, before the ceasefire, not long ago, though, 3-4 weeks ago, it got up to 30, 35. But I want to ask you something. This is amazing to me. I looked back all the way in 26 years, so 2000 forward. When do you think the VIX, and once again, that's the CBOE Volatility Index, it's when the stock market is nervous. So what do you think in the last 26 years, around what day, what event do you think the VIX was the highest?
9/11.
No, and that's amazing to me. It didn't even break 40 after 9/11, which is absolutely amazing to me. The highest, 2008 global financial crisis, the intraday peak of almost 90, 89.53. Talk about a meltdown. I think we all forget about Lehman Brothers. It basically collapsed. It did collapse. It was basically like the Great Depression. People were thinking about making a run on the banks. Ford, I think, was going out of business. I don't remember everybody involved, but think of how far we have come from 2008. It's remarkable. Now we can go basically blow up countries, get rid of evil regimes.
I see what you're saying.
And the VIX doesn't even break 20.
You're saying people have become more, accustomed to it?
No. I think people with money, people that are in the market, and I mean big money as a group or a group of individual investors like myself, we just aren't nervous about what's going on right now. I mean, I understand everything's volatile right now in the stock market, especially oil, but it's remarkable to me if you really look at people, there is no panic right now over what's going on. But if you turn the news on, you would think it's massive panic everywhere. everywhere, but it simply is not. It's just amazing to me. The other thing, the only time I see years, this one's easy to guess, where the VIX was over 80. What do you think it was? COVID. Yep. The global spread of the coronavirus, oil price war between Russia and Saudi Arabia, all that happened. And then, of course, on March 16th, the VIX surged nearly 43% in a single day to close at an all-time high of 82.69. I remember calling you from Las Vegas on March 20th, looking out on a suite from the wind down to the streets of Las Vegas, not one neon light, not one noise, not one slot machine, not one sports book, not one anything going on, and we had to vacate the hotel that day. And most likely, I thought we were going to have to rent a car and get back, but we ended up on an airplane. But just to circle around, it's amazing to me where we're at right now in world events and how comfortable, and I'm comfortable. I'm not even saying I'm not comfortable.
No, I know
just
what you
how
mean.
Comfortable everything is right now.
No, you're right. It is weird that we have become, what is the word? Conditioned? I mean, we really have become.
I think we're not falling for the BS anymore, Tom. I think really we're just, I know what you're saying. We're so used to it, we don't care. I'm saying I think a lot of it now, okay, going back to 08 and COVID. Well, even COVID in hindsight, tell me that wasn't a bunch of BS. The government shouldn't have got involved.
No, you're right.
Most likely less people would have died, for God's sake. I mean, really, they overplay stuff so much, and I think the public is starting to learn that. But really, what are your thoughts on it?
Well, as far as the COVID or as far as the VIX, I think you're right that people are not as shook up as they used to be. My God, I mean, think about that. We had such major occurrences right now, and the stock market, while it's affected, it's not near what it would used to be. I mean, if anything happened, people panicked. I don't know if we've come a long way or we're just used to having a crazy world. Now, really and truly, I just want to address the elephant in the room. I just want to say this. I know a lot of people automatically, when we talk about, how crazy the world is, they automatically think of Trump. And let's just say it, because they do. A lot of anti-Trumpers.
No, that's crazy, though.
I know.
That's absolutely crazy. He has stabilized the world.
Well, whether that's true or not, what I mean is you can't blame one person for what's happening. Something is happening, though.
Who would blame him? We just got rid of Iran. We have cut the border crisis down to about zero. We have stopped, for the most part, fentanyl and other drugs coming in, killing. The murder rate is down. The crime rate is down. Anybody out there that can argue any of that is just a numbskull.
Well, Mark, come on. You just have to acknowledge, I'm not agreeing or disagreeing with you.
They're political pundits that know nothing.
He's a political punching bag guy. I'm not agreeing or disagreeing, but come on, you got to face it that a lot of people feel the world is in turmoil and that Trump is to blame, and that
I think most of it's perception that people are trying to implant in our brains.
Okay,
if you looked at the last election, for God's sake, look at the last election. He basically carried every state.
Okay, who knows what's on the minds of people right now? There is a Trump derangement syndrome, and but listen.
I agree.
But Mark, there are people, I wonder, what are they going to talk about when they don't have him as an enemy? What are their policies? I have people that text me every single day. I don't even read aloud anymore about what Trump did today or how he's doing this or how he's doing that. Again, all I want to say is there is a derangement syndrome. Is it earned? I think this guy thrives on conflict and controversy. I think he does. Let's face it, there are times he could just ignore comments, and instead he comes out and hits them head on. And no,
don't we all do that?
Yeah, but
don't we all do that, Tom?
Yeah, but we've not seen presidents do that, Mark.
He's not a political guy. He was a business guy. His entire life, all he did was make deals and money. For God's sake, I don't know why we would think he was a politician.
No, he certainly isn't. He's not.
Why do you think people voted for him? him. Honestly, the only reason he got elected in 16 was because he did stuff like that. What other candidate got up there and gave nicknames to people in his own party in order to win the primary, for God's sake? People loved it. Everyday Americans loved it.
But Mark, okay, I want to ask you something. As a personality, though, don't you think he could have people eating out of his hand if he wanted to? I mean, he doesn't have to be as abrasive as he is.
Everything I have read and seen, when people hold on, Tom, when people like Joe Rogan and people that a lot of people listen to that know the president say when you're around him, he's extremely funny, extremely intelligent, a very smart guy, kind. It's not what we hear on CNN and MSNBC. It's the 100% difference.
Okay, I'd be interested in what people think as far as. Anyway,
I loved how you turned the
Dustin, I got to take a break. Dustin, do you want to do social radio? If so, I'm going to take a break and give you a segment. You want to do that?
I think it's a great idea. Podcasts are great. I'll give you a quick background on myself. I've farmed. I've done trucking. We've got a small oil field service company now up here in Weld County. So I spend a lot of time driving around. Podcasts are great. Maybe it's a celebrity you want to listen to. Maybe it's a conspiracy thing you want to listen to. But my thing, I like to listen to real radio from time to time, just because of current events and things like that. Sometimes I don't want to listen to a podcast that was recorded 2 or 3 weeks ago and be like, oh man, I've heard about all I know what you mean. News right now, you know.
The only time I listen to old ones is when they do an interview with someone interesting. Hold on, I got to take a break. Dustin, you're welcome to hang on if you want to do a segment. One Clear Choice Garage Doors. Call them 24/7 for any garage door needs, whether it's a stuck door, it won't close. That's why they have 24/7 service. They also do regular service on all doors and all openers and any part. They're great people. OneClearChoiceDoors.com.
Yep.
We started Henyon and Walsh for people like you. People with integrity, honesty, and loyalty. The result? We care about you and your investment success. We're dedicated to your financial goals, so we'll always give you our best efforts because you've earned it. We're Henyon and Walsh and committed to you. Get a second opinion. Call 800-279-5279 or find us online. Investing involves risk, including the possible loss of principal. Advisory services provided by Henyon and Walsh Asset Management. Securities offered by Henyon and Walsh Inc. Member FINRA SIPC.
Sheridan Auto Tech is the place to take your car for service and maintenance and electrical issues. Honesty, integrity, value, convenience, everything you want in a facility you get at SheridanAutotech.com, including checking out used cars before you buy them. It's $120. They go through the entire car. So whatever it is, even new cars, you can take to Sheridan Auto Tech and save a bunch of money. 303-455-7242, 455-7242.
Nice. She's be listening through YouTube is the other thing, because we don't have AM.
Oh, in that thing, yeah. Isn't that funny? Kind of make your bones on AM, and then you get in a car that doesn't have AM.
I know, that's
2 cars.
Is that happening now? 42.
In his car, yeah.
Teslas.
Because they got that EV hum. It's hard to get around it. I used to be riding in the car, and the ex would hit the button when the commercials would come on. I go, those commercials are paying at least a third of our rent. Stop. Stop hitting the button. We got to listen. That's a joke about how little I make, by the way.
Oh, bullshit. I see that vehicle you drive around in.
Well, it's logoed, and the gas is free.
Dun, 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 dun. I got it back. He's just a few minutes late. Yeah. Oh, I told him I'd leave that front door open. I didn't leave it open though. Hey, how much time do I have?
2.5.
Okay.
Self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan that you're happy with, here you go. You can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. A very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. It's 844-43-BIBLE. That's 844-43-BIBLE. 844-43-BIBLE.
Okay.
Lots of sunshine for your Tuesday. Temperatures today will be very warm in the mid to low 80s with a bit of a breeze, or the wind really ramps up tomorrow. I'm Fox 31 meteorologist Kelly Burst. This report is sponsored by Red Pill America.
Is Donald Trump a religious man? This week on Red Pill America, we delve into an often overlooked aspect of our president's upbringing.
Oh, holy crap, we're coming back.
Listen to Red Pill America on the
radio app. That's Red Pilled America, a storytelling show.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. I'm going to try, if I can get someone with enough nerve and intelligence, and, there's so many people that think they can do a great job, and I say, fine, I want you to. I wanted to do an experiment called social radio, where people can turn either their podcast they have, or they might have a YouTube channel. They might even have just a Facebook page or TikTok. And I'm going to give you a chance to just try out your brand of statement. I don't know what you call it. Is it infotainment? Probably a little bit of entertainment, a little bit of information, whatever, and turn it over to you for a short segment. I'll help you out if you get caught for words or if you want to take a caller. But in any case, I'm calling it social radio. Now, listen, you've never heard this before because I invented it. But I think radio airwaves, if there was a station, for example, let's say, that opened up its airways and people could log on and log off. They schedule a time to be on. It's just like they do it like they just schedule a time. I don't mean every day, but every day there could be a number of different people. So instead of, in addition to your Facebook page, your TikTok, your Instagram, you have a social radio slot. And let's say it's every day at 5 o'clock, or maybe it's not every day. Maybe it's just now and then, once a week. You have a radio slot that you can publish and people can tune in. I don't know if it would be 15 minutes, a half hour, whatever, but it would be your social radio, a broadcast social experiment. By the way, Dustin, did you have anything to add? You were talking about podcasts and talking about what you like about live radio. Any other observations, Dustin?
No, I just think it's a great idea overall. I think of, working on the weekends sometimes back when I was younger, farming and ranching as a hand. Like when Click and Clack was on, I'm sure you're familiar with them, and they have the car segment or whatever. And now it seems like a lot of the weekend radio is advertisement for some medical something or another or whatever. But I think it'd be great. We live in a place where there's exactly, and we live in a state where there's a lot going on, whether it's politics or outdoor stuff. Somebody could come on and talk about great hiking spots, or why is it an epidemic that everybody camps out in the left lane on the highway with their bright lights on? It could be from one extreme to the other. I just think it'd be a great way to get somebody's real voice, real time, with what's actually going on in the world right now.
I'd love to. And in addition, I don't think you'd have to charge people to be on, because I think if it becomes compelling radio, you could have spots, the commercials would pay for it. I'm not sure if it would be compelling content or if people would be idiots. I don't know. I mean, a lot of people think they can do this, but to get actually on the air and talk about things that are useful and talk about things that are controversial. And in my business that I invented, solving people's problems and answering their questions. Years ago, I just thought, because I was doing a newspaper column where people wrote to me for help, and I invented that format too, the call to action, way back, where people wrote to me with a problem. And so I solved it. And the reason they did that is because a long story, but I did a column about how I was ripped off on a car deal and what I did about it. And then somebody wrote to me saying, what would you do if this happened or that happened? And it turned into a column, which later turned into radio. And this format is a lot of people think they can do it. Well, I say, let's do it. You can take calls or you can answer questions. I have some texts here you can answer if you want to do it that way. Or you just want to do social radio with your brand. By the way, thank you for calling, Dustin. And so your brand, meaning you just want to do nonsense. I think that the reason social media takes off is because we've always loved watching people. That's what we do. If you think about it, we love watching people. We love watching them in soap operas. We love reality shows. We love podcasts. We love TikTok. We love anything where people can be observed. Why people watch certain people, I don't know. I mean, I've seen social posts and I think to myself, oh my God, how did that get 500,000 likes? How? I mean, what was it? What did it? What is the secret? And then I realized there is no consistency. There really isn't. I mean, why something explodes and why other things do nothing. By the way, if you want, you can call and I'll give you a segment. I'll experiment with social radio if you want to give it a whirl. Come on now. Now's a chance. You turn your social posts into commentary on the radio, and I'll shut up. Unless you want me to help you, then I'll help you, especially if you want to take a call or two. But I'd like to know what would be on your mind. What would you talk about if you had an open microphone and instead of a Facebook page or Instagram? Now, I will tell you this. It's a little more risky, isn't it? Because you get live feedback. You have people listening to you right then and there, and you can screw up. Where with Instagram or TikTok or any other form of social media, Facebook, you got your keyboard warriors or your microphone warriors where they can really take pot shots without any interaction. It's amazing how brave people are on social media and how they talk about others. By the way, I don't want to lose sight of this. Seriously, if you have a problem, a question or complaint, this is the place to call. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. And I do have some consumer problems I want to take. One wants to know if I know about the class action lawsuit. And I just looked it up, but it's a class action lawsuit against Southwest Airlines. I don't know. I looked one up, and it said the people who bought flight tickets for travel within the U.S. from not just Southwest, but American, Delta, United, and U.S. Airways. It goes way back. I can't believe it goes way back between 2011 and 2017. I thought there might be a statute of limitations, but this goes back to 2011. You may be eligible. Listen to this: a $15 million settlement that Southwest, by the way, reached a settlement over allegations of price fixing. And you can read all about it if you want, but that is a class action suit. And I hadn't heard about it until you mentioned it. But the ruling is that they overcharged people, I guess, from advertised prices, and there is a settlement. In fact, there are all kinds of settlements. Most of the time, class action suits really benefit the law firm. They get paid, okay? And then the consumers, because there are so many of them, have to divide up a settlement, and it often turns out to be just, a few bucks here and there. But if you ever want to know about class actions, there's a cool website called consumer-action.org, which puts a lot of class action lawsuits up there. We have more coming right up. 303-713-TALK. Water Pros, by the way, has this new reverse osmosis system with no tank at all. And it can go under your kitchen sink easily. It does not require a separate faucet. Do you understand that? It can go right to your normal faucet, which means if you're renting, you can use it in an apartment. You can even use it in a RV. It's a wonderful system for drinking water. Reverse osmosis right out of your regular tap. And all it takes is a small installation, and it's really a great thing to have. It's a new tankless reverse osmosis filter from waterpros.net.
Thank you.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino now. Dan Kaplan today at 4, 630 KHOW, Denver. Now, Impact Traffic.
Yeah, rock scaling is up once again there at the Veteran Memorial Tunnels, and we've got big backups. The highway's closed right now. Should reopen probably within 10 minutes. Big backups, at least coming down Floyd Hill. The problems down near Ridgegate are all cleared up. That looks much better for you. Got some lingering volume here and there. I-70, it looks like heading eastbound in the area of Washington. Brighton's been kind of bogged down. 270's a little heavy, and southbound I-25 coming into downtown also a little traffic. And with traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by Brad vs. Everyone podcast.
Dangerous social media trends, media scandals, dumb TikTok boycotts, and more. Keep up with all the online stories mainstream media ignores by listening to the Brad vs. Everyone podcast on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Excel Roofing, and I always like to say as an excellent, EXCEL, excelroofing.com, that wonderful roofing company, also doing roofing repairs and gutters, no money down, never. You don't pay a cent until you're content. Now they're introducing home services. They will do windows, siding, doors, painting. They also have that permanent architectural lighting you can use for holidays or any special events that stay on your home. And they have thousands of lighting combinations. So for any home services, you can trust excelroofing.com, 303-761-6400.
Thank you. Hey, Tom, quick question. Do you think whoever you get to do this social radio experiment...
Shut up. I know what you're going to say. Shut up.
What is it?
Timing.
No, it's timing.
Hitting the brakes.
You're not going to teach them that part of the industry, are you? And this is a clock. Here's what we do with it. We throw it right in the trash. There you go. That's where that belongs. But like Steve Kelly used to say, we can't be good and on time.
I can't believe some of these lawsuits are going back to 2011.
That's a long time.
I mean, I just can't believe people would be held responsible for it. Okay. I want to go to new ones. Some of these are
class actions?
Yeah.
Just what I did on Tinder, I should be involved in a class action.
Excuse me?
Huh?
What was that?
I am why they changed a lot of rules. But Doc got kicked off. But which one was he on? It wasn't Tinder, was it?
Match.
Match? He got kicked off?
Yeah.
Well, and we know why. His profile picture was him holding a speculum and smiling. No, really, I'm a doctor. Trust me. Uh-huh.
Hello, is this Jim? Hey, this is Adam. I work over with Tom Martino at the Troubleshooter Show. I saw you left us a voice message, correct?
Did you have some jerky?
I ate it.
Oh.
It was good.
Hey.
But he says you get it at Costco, and I don't have a Costco.
Right.
Yeah, I saw your comment there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sam's.
Okay, I personally am not sure, but
yeah, I don't know if that's
Tom knows
like at Costco.
So, did you want to ask him when we're back from break?
Brand or something,
I could put you under a fake name if that's something you're a little nervous about, but it'll only be just for a minute. Just, hey, what was this guy's name again? And then he'll just give it right to you. Yeah, super quick and easy. And you're good if I put you under Jim, or do you want to use a fake name?
It's too late now. We all know.
All right, Brian. And when we come back from this small break, Tom's just going to give you that information for you. I appreciate you for holding. Thank you so much.
Remember when Tom Snyder used to have the guest blacked out?
Yeah.
Sitting. We're not going to use your name.
I remember the Saturday Night Live skit about that.
Yes. So your wife beat you.
No, it was a really, really disgusting crime he was accused of or something. And
he was caught masturbating in a closet.
He says, well, Mr. Roberts, I'm sorry. Oh, John, I'm sorry.
And he leans forward. Well, now everybody knows who you are. Look at you. You leaned into the light.
I just let the cat out of the bag there, John Roberts.
Oh, my God, it was great.
Away.
Oh, here you go.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. DenverRegen.com. That's great. A great place for stem cell therapy. Seriously, DenverRegen.com, because true stem cell therapy very seldom happens. Most of the time they use fluids they ship in, and they don't have living stem cells. DenverRegen.com. Okay, Brian. What's going on with insurance, Brian? Welcome to the show. What's happening?
Hey, thanks for taking my call.
Yes, sir.
I was wondering who that guy was that you guys used to say is on the referral list who helps you negotiate with an insurance adjuster.
Well, if you're talking about a public adjuster, what they do, let's say you have insurance on your house and there's a storm, and the insurance company is being really stingy and they're denying a lot of the coverage, they step in and help you settle that dispute and get more for your claim. In fact, they always get more than you can get because they know the policy better and they know how to do it. So is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that's the person. Yep.
Okay, it's called a public adjuster. What is your insurance issue?
Well, I've got an insurance. They don't want to give me even half the amount for a new roof. I was quoted, and I got 4 estimates.
You know what? By the way, in Colorado, they have a lot of helpful laws. And even if they just delay the process, they can be penalized. And you can get up to triple damages. They call them treble damages if they don't come through. So I would call it's Paragon Services is the one we highly recommend. And the guy's name is Matt Stanford. Now, Matt will negotiate. He'll talk to you free up front and all that. If you hire him, he's going to do a small percentage of what he collects, but he's really good at beating up these insurance companies. If worse comes to worse, he even works with law firms for bad faith for an actual lawsuit. But normally he can get it done. I'll give you his number if you're ready for it.
I'm ready.
Paragon Services 719-726-0020. What is the insurance company you have?
USAA.
You know, we don't get too many complaints about them, but I've heard they're a pain in the butt to deal with. Are they denying roof replacement, or are they saying it shouldn't cost what you were quoted?
Both. They're saying that the companies I called out are ridiculous. And I said, well, I got 4 estimates. Who am I supposed to call? And they wanted me to call somebody that they referred. And I said, I had them out.
So what was your average estimate if you took your 4? What's your average estimate?
About $14,000.
And what are they offering?
Well, first they said, no, they're not going to do it because they didn't see damage from hail. And
so roughly, what are they? Well, what did they end up offering?
About $6,300.
I'm going to tell you something. You'll probably have way more than even the original what the roofers found. That's another thing Matt can do. He can find damages that a lot of people don't even see. So yeah, give them a call. Paragon Services 719-726-0020. More right after this.
Thank you.
Now, impact traffic.
Perfect timing.
It's great. Especially that Paragon call was great. Stop.
It's closed, right?
I just love teasing you.
This
Because as I said to Axe here, I go, what's he going to do? He's like 20 miles away. Kiss my Axe.
Yeah. All cleared up. That better for you. Got some lingering volume here and there. I-70, it looks like heading eastbound in the area of Washington. Brighton's been kind of bogged down. 270's a little heavy, and southbound I-25 coming into downtown also a little traffic. And with traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle from Blindster.com. If you price custom blinds at a retail store, you know how expensive they can be. At Blindster, we do things differently. You measure at home, install yourself, and save big on custom blinds. Plus, we guarantee they'll fit. Blindster.com.
Okay, if you want the best at the lowest price when it comes to your AC being refurbished, you heard me, refurbished for $39. I know it sounds impossible, but it's an introductory offer. Fix It 24/7 wants to show you their thoroughness. So they're going to spend a couple of hours on your AC, taking it apart, cleaning every nook and cranny, adjusting and tuning it for a perfect running air conditioner during the season, or you get your money back. And listen, if you ever do need a replacement, they'll give you a free second opinion on the best value. FixMyHome.com. Book now. Just $39. 720-526-3939.
Thank you. Very nice. Very
right.
nice. Huh?
Class 1 fire rated.
Well, I'm not feeding that down to you, right? You're just hearing it in the background?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Is Tim Walsh a lunatic?
Yeah. Yeah, and there's something to all of that is so dangerous. Like,
He seems like a lunatic.
Who's the brother that ran for president and things didn't work out? He was screaming from a podium yesterday, day before, about threat to democracy sort of stuff. And that's what inspires psychos to leave their parents' basement and try to shoot people.
I know.
Threat to democracy. Chill out, you makeup-wearing sissy. Although he's not the one that wore all the makeup. That was Tim. That was a different Tim, wasn't it? Who ran as vice presidential candidate? Male vice presidential candidate for Island.
Sounds perfect, right? That's exactly what Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program lets you do.
Dimitri, you have your headsets on?
Dimitri does not have his headset on. Now he does.
Yeah, who was looking for me?
Well, I saw something on YouTube I know that you'd like. You know what the best car that you can't destroy and will last forever is now?
Yeah, of course, Toyota.
Probably Toyota 4Runner.
You got it, buddy.
Oh.
Even the new one, huh?
Well, not the new ones.
I think that's what he's talking about, though.
No, those have been ruined. They have 4-cylinder turbocharged engines. They're going to burn themselves out.
Yeah, they said as long as you change the oil and do preventive maintenance, it'll go and keep going.
Yeah, that's what mine is like. I got 211,000 on the clock now, and it runs like new.
Yesterday we had a woman trying to get rid of a mobile home on her property or something, and they said, is it big? She goes, oh, yeah, like 20 feet. And I was like, Dee has a car that's 20 feet. What are you talking about?
It's probably full of meth, too.
Your car? I wouldn't doubt it.
No.
The RV, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
Sorry, I didn't mean to imply.
Studio with him?
Yeah. I'm the one with the meth teeth.
Who's that guy from yesterday?
Mark, did you quit?
No.
Oh, all right.
Okay. I'm getting that Steve guy from yesterday back on, as well as Brian after 11's top of the hour.
What does Steve want again?
He was a Liberty Mutual guy.
Oh, yeah.
Liberty bibbity. We will have approximately 2 minutes here. I'm not real good at timing either, which is funny. Oh, the NFL draft. That's this week. Don't remind me. God damn, I can't wait. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, it sounds like you're going to have a ball over there.
I'm going to try not to be a dick, but they've called over here and complained before.
About what?
My behavior.
Oh.
You have a problem with the employee. Yeah, well, you guys suck. What do you want? Here we go.
Hello, Tom Martino here. What's on your mind today? 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. See, people, when you can't hide behind a keyboard or your iPhone or whatever phone you have, you don't have much to say, do you? I'd love to give somebody a chance to do social radio. That's my experiment. Social radio. You get a segment to yourself. I'll keep my mouth shut if you want me to, or I'll help you along. All you have to do is give me a call, 303-713-TALK or 303-MARTINO, 303-627-8466. Okay, so in some consumer news here, I wanted to talk about something that is really happening a lot, and that is we're getting more and more complaints about delivery services. Now, I talked about this just the other day. What they have found, and there were a lot of TikTok videos about it, and what they have found is some delivery people are trying to use generic type footage, not footage, or pictures to show that the package was delivered. And then it wasn't delivered. So they take it so you can't really see the surroundings. And it looks like there's a package. Oh, yeah, and it's somewhere outside, but it's not your house. And that literally is happening more and more, to where now some of the services like Amazon are requiring that they put the picture in context. So they want to see the picture.
And you got some personal experience with this.
Absolutely personal experience with a pizza box that was literally a pizza box. That's what the picture was. It could have been on the moon for all we know. And it was left supposedly at my house. Now they're starting to require more proof than just a picture of the item. They want to see it in context. More on that coming up.
When you're hiring, have you...
Nah. Oh, and Charles Barkley was there.
Okay.
Daughtry, a guy named
Now we're
Daughtry.
gonna have a fresh hour.
Some musician named Daughtry. No. He was like a TV contestant, musician guy who won some fucking thing. And I apparently rubbed my ass on his head while he was sitting. What? That was a rough night, man.
Yeah, what do you mean, man?
What?
You rubbed your ass?
On Daughtry's head. He's a musician of some
Roger
what?
Daltrey?
No. A guy named Daughtry. I can't remember what the hell he did.
Are you talking about like a famous guy?
Let's see. Well, let's see what Google says. Hang on.
He was from
musician
the Who.
Daughtry.
Roger.
Stop. Okay. Now, of course, it won't talk to me. Hang on. Musician Daughtry.
Yeah. Roger.
Jesus fucking. Daughtry is an American rock band, formed and fronted by Chris Daughtry, who was a finalist in the 5th season of American Idol.
That's different.
That's why I was saying it different. Daughtry.
Oh.
And he's this bald-headed little freak. And I remember saying to Rick Riley, do you remember him, the writer with Sports Illustrated and stuff?
Yeah.
He and I were drinking at a club my last night of drinking, and I remember saying Daughtry looks like a damn armpit roll-on applicator, and then I kind of blacked out. And 3 months later, I'm talking to Rick on the phone. He goes, dude, do you know what you did that night? And I said, no. He said, you went over and rubbed your ass on Daughtry's head when he was sitting on the couch, because we were in a VIP at some nightclub. And so apparently I rubbed my ass on a American Idol winner's head. That's all. That's it. That's all there is to that story.
If that's not a 15-minute segment on social radio, I don't know what is.
Yeah, that's kind of... no, I have some great, but I don't know if I can tell a lot of them.
Oh, boy, yeah, probably not even a quarter.
Okay. I do remember getting all weepy with Everclear because I had played one of their songs at my brother's funeral, and I remember thanking him for that. That damn thing about Beyond the Breakers. The father of mine.
Oh, I know. Come on, sweetie. Come over, little cat.
And man, we lost another Osmond yesterday, Alan.
Another Osmond. Which were the other ones?
I can't remember. We're down a couple Osmonds. We're down a couple Osmonds. We're down a couple. We still have Donnie and Marie, thank God.
Come up here.
I used to have the Osmonds trading cards. They had bubblegum trading cards that I collected.
No fooling. Wow.
Mm-hmm. I still liked the Jacksons at the same time, but I couldn't let my family know. We were very racist.
You really grew up in a racist house?
No! We were white flight from Detroit. I remember my grandma packing the car. We're getting out of here. But then again, my uncle had just come and opened the restaurant, and so we had to come out here to help. But we left.
What restaurant?
The Colorado Mine Company.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I didn't know you. You got to tell me, morons, when you're there.
I'm here.
My deputies. I hear chopper and dollar, man.
Well,
you got to tell me so I can address you.
How's it going to help, really?
That's why we don't say anything because of him.
No, we know. We're just here till 2 p.m., Tom. Do your thing.
Hey, man.
There you go. You're done.
Speak up.
No, you're done. You're good. You said, hey, man. We're good.
Hey, man.
Hey, man. High five. Don't leave me hanging.
I got so much to talk about. I got to figure out how I'm going to fit it in.
You can do it at night off the air.
Yeah, that's true. In the corner.
Yeah. Tom's just wrapping up the show over there. Don't pay any attention.
Look at her. She's trying to get your attention, I think.
Princess. Hi, cutie. You want to come over here? I've never seen her up there before.
I know. I don't know. She's getting like frisky.
Yeah, it's her first time.
Well, you always remember your first time.
Come on.
Oh, the raccoons are back at my house.
Uh-oh.
They've been gone for 3 months. Suddenly they're back.
Those things are nasty.
They're so
we can
cute.
get rid of raccoons.
Yeah, but they shit everywhere.
They do?
Yeah. Big piles.
Hey. Do I hear her scratching?
No.
What is she trying to get to?
Oh, she's way up there.
Yeah, she's trying to get to something up there.
Yeah, she probably heard it.
A mouse or something?
Is Bo in your ceiling?
Bo's a pain in the ass.
I wouldn't doubt that he would get in your attic and then come out when you're not there to eat.
He was upset that he didn't get any of that birthday cake you were talking about, Shannon.
Oh, golly. It was like a drain cleaner in my body.
Okay.
It is funny when your guts do that. Go, oh, wow, what do we have here? No, open it up, move it along, move it along, move it along. Good morning, Troubleshooter Show. Did you want to talk to Tom and the gang? Man. Well, they're probably following the truck around, right? Back when I was a kid and doing too much bad stuff, I remember following a Royal Crest truck because I was jonesing for some 2%. But well, yeah, they would have a little bit more insight into what's in the package.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hello, Tom Martino here. What's going on? We're fighting for you. That's what we're doing. If you give us a call, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. I do have texts that I'll get to as well. A lot of people do prefer to text. And we got Marc Mager also standing by. Mark, what's happening?
Oh, not much, man. 303-713-8255. If you've been ripped off and need some help, give us a call right now. Where's Barry at, by the way?
He just walked in. Barry Miller with he's here with Vestera Turnkey that we'll talk about. I get a lot of questions about Vestera. The number one question we get is, where do you buy the houses? And he says, I can't just tell you where. I don't want people just rushing out and buying a house in a market and then saying, wait a minute, you told me Davenport was a good. And by the way, I'm not saying Davenport because it's not one of the markets. I just picked the name of it. Mm-hmm. You told me that's a good place to buy a house and I lost my shirt. So it's an entire program. It's not just the area. It is the area, and then it is a number of different characteristics we'll get to with the Vestera Turnkey. And any questions you might have, now's the time to answer them. We'll also have a seminar on the 2nd of May, and we'll talk about that as well. So I get a text here, and I'm not sure it's true, but I said yesterday in passing, I said, women are crazy. I mean, women are so crazy that Gloria Steinem, I can't believe she's not up in arms, or other feminists. There was a time when the women's movement truly meant something. I mean that. I mean, it meant equality, or fighting for equality for women in the workplace, in society in general, in sports, in politics, in every walk of life. Now, by the way, this has nothing to do with gender identification or anything like that, but it is an example where women are letting their rights be usurped. I mean, here you have women's sports now that, if allowed, and most places do allow it, all you have to do is say. You don't have to prove any. You're a woman. That's all you have to do, and then you get to compete. I'm going to tell you a true story about a guy that was on a fencing team at Boston College. True story. He was a lousy fencer. That's, epi fencing with a sword, for lack of a better term. Anyway, so he was lousy. So during the summer, he grows his hair long and comes back with a skirt. True story. And he beat the hell out of everyone. He was the top woman's fencer. And it's really unfair. Seriously, he took a spot on the team that aced out a woman, and he competed and beat everyone, and no one had the nerve to say anything. Now, by the way, this is not a rant about sports and about gender identification, but it just seems unfair that women would let that happen. Did you have something you wanted to add to that?
Yeah, Tom.
I wanted to go on to the bigger topic on this, but I want to go ahead.
Yeah, I think it's important to note that there's never been an instance that I'm aware of where a woman pretended to be a man in order to start competing against men.
Yeah.
It's always men that want to compete against men.
Are biologically stronger. Mm-hmm. That's really why. But anyway, so on a bigger issue, this whole thing with men and women, women fought for better and more and equal rights and stuff, but now it seems to be askew. And I'm wondering why more women are not up in arms about it. I just want to know why they don't fight for their equality.
Well, that's real easy. I mean, they're intimidated, right? Like many people are intimidated by being pressured into being politically correct. And for some reason, it's become politically correct in many circles to consider this mental illness or just out and out cheating in sports as some kind of a right, some kind of a LGBTQ plus
and
GFW.
the bigger issue that you're right. The bigger issue I wanted to get to is now they have taken prostitution, and I mentioned this in passing the other day. They've taken prostitution and pornography, and they're trying to normalize it. I don't know if you noticed this, but when it comes to like normalization, I call it, it starts working its way into our vernacular, into our entertainment, into our education, into everything. For example, something which, by the way, I don't think is entirely bad, I just think they're overrepresented now, is we have a joke now when we see a movie or a drama or a television series, we say, where's the gay couple? You know, because there will be one. Now, by the way, I mean this. I don't, there's nothing wrong with that, because truly, they were underrepresented, and you would think they're from another planet if they were a same-sex couple. Now, of course, they're overrepresented. You see more that, you know, like every single family has one, a gay couple or a gay person. And okay, that's fine. It doesn't bother me. I'm saying that it is, though, a rubric that they have to meet. You're going to have a certain formula for DEI in a TV series or a movie or a drama, and I'm not sure if there's a rule book anywhere, but you'll definitely see a gay couple, which is fine, and you'll see you'll always see somewhere somebody transgender show up. And again, they've been underrepresented for so long that maybe they feel, you know, they want to normalize it, which is fine. I'm not in control, and it doesn't bother me. But what it does bother me is trying to normalize pornography and prostitution and call them sex workers. It's not a job. It's not a career. It's not something young women should aspire to. And I don't think it's good. I don't think it's good. I think it's bad for women. It's bad for their self-image. And you know, sex, think about this. I mean, it's being normalized. I don't care how you view this. You have to admit it, that term sex worker we never heard before, ever. And now it's coming up. In fact, there are some politicians that will never use the word prostitution. They never talk about trafficking. They never talk about pornography. They call them sex workers. And so what women are doing, the worst exploitation of a woman is to say you're a piece of meat, you know, and in a pornography movie, that's all you are. You're an object. And to call yourself a sex worker or to be a prostitute and call yourself a sex worker might I don't know why people are trying to normalize that, but once again, women are being slapped across the face with their advancements, because what used to be considered, objectifying or just, you know, it was bad. It was just bad. Now, you wait. There's going to be a time, if not already, where it's going to be legalized. They've tried to do that already here in Colorado. They will. It'll eventually be legal. And women will grow up. Young ladies will say, well, I can always be a prostitute. You know, I mean, I want to go into the sex work. You know, it's terrible. And I don't know why it's happening and why we allow it to happen. You know, we no matter who we are, we eventually start accepting this. Because they put it in front of us. So I just wanted to say that, because all of that was just to say, I mentioned it the other day and I got off the topic because I wanted to say that I did get texts that I thought I would, saying, good for you, Tom, you should, but I did get one who said, I am a sex worker and I think that you're wrong. And I think that it's the only way I can support myself and my child. And you're wrong to to down it.
How can we get her on the show?
You know what? I asked her if she would come on to talk, and I'm going to try to get her on the show. But she does prostitution, and she says it's her choice.
Yeah.
Now, okay. I mean, and of course, by the way, the men are disgusting as well who use it. But the point is that what is that saying about a woman? She is saying, look, I have no choice. I couldn't get a job, and I'm making a lot of money.
What? How much?
A lot of money. Well,
Did she say how much?
No, she didn't say how much.
It's probably tax-free, too, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I don't know, but in any case, I did get a text, and they were very upset with me, saying that they are, by my definition, a sex worker. And she said she also did have a chance to star in one of these, not star, but she took a minor role in one of these pornographic.
Got to get her on the show. This woman has a fascinating story to tell.
It sounds like you're looking for a date.
You just want a date, Dimitri.
That's exactly what I thought.
Never a call to invite her, but I haven't used Mark's phone.
But truly, I want her to call in. In fact, I think conversation is a good thing. Let's talk to Steve, with the Steve who needs a lawyer first. Steve, go ahead. What's going on with you, Steve?
Yeah, Tom, I'm in a bit of a pickle, relevant to stemming from an assault and battery.
What happened? Tell the story, bro. Tell the story.
Well, my neighbor had a contractor across the street from me, and I had ladders missing, simple ladder. And I had spoke with her sons. She lost her husband in a semi-wreck, and needless to say, they're redoing the house, etc., after a settlement. And I spoke with the boys, had saw a ladder over there after missing for a couple months.
So you actually saw your ladder over there?
Yeah, and I went and spoke with the homeowner and asked. She said, well, it was laying right there. Now, they had a contractor doing the work. Of course, he was not there. This was on a Friday. And then on Monday, I saw a 4-footer over there. I took my 6-footer back, saw the 4-footer, asked the boys, make sure. I've been neighbors to them for 25, 30 years, so it was not that big a deal. But my ladders were missing, and no one told me anything. Do
you think the neighbors would condone it, or do you think they didn't know about it?
Well, when I confronted them, they said they never took them or anything. And I had seen the ladder in the back of the contractor.
Does the contractor, how does the contractor look at it, and how does the neighbor look at it? That's what I'm wondering. Does the neighbor know this could have happened, or is the neighbor denying it, or do you think the neighbor did it? Who do you think did it?
Well, I know the contractor did.
Okay.
Because when I confronted him, he was violent immediately and verbal assaulted me, attacked me, caused me bodily injury.
Wait. You said verbally, and then you said attacked you. So he beat you up?
Well, he knocked me down, hit me.
Oh my God! Well, did you press charges?
Well, he threatened to call the cops, and I told him go ahead, and then he never did. So I filed a report with the police, and no arrest, no nothing. And there's more to this.
Well, the contractor beat you up. Did you call that day?
Yes, an hour immediately within an hour. But nothing was ever done.
Why? Now, come on. If you called and said, I was beaten, I want to press charges.
They said, well, no, I'm out here on the Eastern Plains. And what they said, he has a right to defend his property. And I said, well, it's my property. Don't I have a right to defend mine? And all.
Oh, so wait a minute. So the contractor said you were stealing from him.
Well, I never took the ladder. I went over there and asked him if it was my ladder, and he got verbal assaulted with me and attacked me, knocked me down, and caused me bodily injury.
Okay, and according to police, what county sheriff's department was this? You said you were out in the boonies.
Yeah, well, I'm out here on a county that borders the state line of Kansas.
What county is it?
From as far east as you can go. Would be Cheyenne County.
Okay.
And my sheriff, what I did to concur, I went ahead and I spoke with Kit Carson County municipalities. Of course, they want to know where it happened. I said it wasn't Kit Carson County. And we were dispatched from Cheyenne County to Kit Carson, so they did concur and made them aware that I stopped by. But according to them, it would be a Class 3 assault and battery. I have it on video, too.
Okay, but you can't make them charge. If they don't want to do it, they don't want to do it.
Well, no.
How long ago did this happen?
I understand. Would have been in December, but Tom, see, it gets bigger from there.
Right, hold on. I want to hear your story. Wait. I do want to hear your story, and I have an expert on, but I got to take this break, and I want to hear what's going on. 303-713-8255.
Looking to upgrade your kitchen, laundry room, or outdoor cooking area? Look no further.
Why?
I'm Brad Barnett, president of Mountain High Appliance. We have hundreds of...
Well, the thing with the hookers and D was pretty interesting.
Plus professional delivery and installation. Our price match guarantee ensures you receive the best deal, and special financing options make your purchase affordable. When it's time for new appliances, think Mountain High Appliance.
Mountain High Appliance, your favorite appliance store.
Thank you.
Hey, get your AC checked out. Extreme Clean, Tune, and check for just $39. Think about that. $39. That's an introductory special because Fix It 24/7 wants to show you what they can do. So they're doing this ridiculous price of $39, and they take a couple of hours. They take apart the AC, clean every nook and cranny, every part, put it all back together, check and tune it, and give you a no breakdown guarantee. By the way, if you ever do need a replacement, they do free second opinions, but their goal is to make it work in tip-top condition. Just $39. FixMyHome.com. Book now or call them 720-526-3939.
Thank you. Crook and Nanny, Nook and Cranny.
How much time? I want to get coffee. How much time, bro?
Double up in 4 minutes.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Well, just get a mouthful of beans.
I'm going to go upstairs and get some coffee. Does anybody want any?
Oh, yeah, I was just going to go up.
Yeah, bring me
if
one.
You want some beans, drink some hot water, you're done. Oh, my God.
Yeah, eat beans, drink hot water.
Mm-hmm.
I like hot chocolate, Dimitri.
Doesn't the caffeine only get extracted when it's baked into the hot water?
Let's be an experiment, like social radio.
14. Holy shit.
Go grab a meat stick.
She's 14? We can't have her on the air.
What?
Yeah.
The hooker?
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't say that. We're talking about something else.
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed it.
Do we have an age limit, Shannon?
Well, technically, with the highest sense of legality, a minor should not be on the air without parental permission.
Oh. Even if they work in a coal mine?
God, that wind's dragging coming in. 30 minutes.
Yeah, 35 minutes. Okay.
Oh, that's as bad as talking to the cops for a minor. You got to have an adult.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Look, I just got an offer. I'm always getting offers on these houses. Always. They find me the county registry. So I just called. So I'm not. Who knows what they're worth? They can't.
Man, I'm surprised his laptop still works with all that
Sure.
credits in it.
You need an air hose.
I don't even give it.
Canned air.
Yeah.
That wasn't somebody screaming on your phone, was it?
Yeah, it was. Sorry.
Is that Ring doorbell from home, or what's going on?
No, it was in Brazil, or
No, you don't have.
a Russian circus. A tiger jumped out of the cage.
Oh, how fun!
Yeah, and all the audience started screaming.
Oh, that's great!
Right?
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, those animals don't like being in the circus. They'll find any way to get out.
Some of them get that it's better than not being there, but yeah.
I think the penguins are good ones.
Yeah, what are they going to do? Oop, here we come.
See, they'll fit. Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Let's get to the phones here and see what's on your mind. So he said, I went over to see about my ladder. I thought the contractor took. I was beat up. The police wouldn't do anything. So I want to talk to Joe Lazzara. Joseph A. Lazzara is a criminal defense attorney, but he knows a lot about charges and stuff. And I just want to ask him something in regards to this. Hey, Joe, I always thought if you filed charges and there was any evidence whatsoever that the guy did it, that they would sort it out in court, but that the guy would be charged. In fact, I've had calls from people who were charged by simply the word of a neighbor saying they were assaulted. And it seems to me like these deputies held court out on the sidewalk and said, wait a minute, he has a right to defend his property. What do you think, Joe?
Yeah, generally police officers will charge based on the assertion that a crime was committed.
Yeah.
And especially if you're assaulted and you're injured and you can document that, they're going to charge that person, let the court figure it out. We wish the police officers would hold court a little bit more often and at least can they prove the case, but more often than not, they just simply charge you and let the judges figure it out.
Yeah, so that's odd for me that they would tell him no. Steve, what exactly did they say? I mean, they wouldn't arrest the guy. Did the guy tell them? What did he tell them? That you were trying to take the ladder? What did he tell them?
Well, we were in the street. You know, of course, I walked across the street to concur with him. I'd already gotten my 6-footer from the job site. Now, this was with a 4-foot ladder, and after the assault and all, they went to his shop. He had taken a magic marker, wrote his name on my ladder, identified the ladder, etc. They went to his shop. He stated that he writes his name on everything, went back there to produce a ladder, couldn't produce a ladder, even though there were ladders there, said he's got them over at his son's.
Yeah.
And they never concurred or went over there.
So
I
they
had asked
did.
them if they confiscated the ladder.
They did investigate. It's not like they didn't take your complaint seriously. They did. So, but why wasn't he charged with assault? What was the reason for not charging him with assault?
They said he has a right to defend his property, which in turn was mine. There was a dispute over the ladder, and albeit I could identify it, I did not have my name on it. His name was on it. I asked him, did you concur with, did you confiscate the ladder? Because they let him have it. Then he produced via the lumberyard which we're in a town of 700 people. He produced a document. It was not a receipt that had several serial numbers on there from 5 years ago. And needless to say, I asked, did you concur with another serial number to another product office? No. You never confiscated the ladder. Did you go ahead and compare my fresh magic marker to his magic marker? Because if it's supposed to be 5 years old, he uses it in construction. It should be faded, splattered stuff over it. No, they never did that. But see,
well, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Did you get the ladder back or not?
No, I did not. And so what I did, I had spoke to the police to get a second opinion. Not that anything would be done. I figured theft is hard to prove. Even though I've gotten a 6-footer back, my 4-footer was still taken, still gone. I suffered injury, nothing done.
All right.
Couldn't get
So
anything
what are
done,
you
so I
calling
spoke
about
with
now?
Carson
What are you
County.
calling about now? Do you want to know about suing him directly? You can do that.
No, you can't get the horse in front of the cart. This gets bigger, and you're going to be blown away.
Go
by
ahead.
this.
Tell me how it got bigger.
So what I did, I spoke with Kit Carson County. They told me class 3 assault. Of course, they can't do it. They're not going to step on toes or anything. So that was on the 15th of December. The original assault was on the 5th of December, 2025. On the 16th, I went down to Lamar, Colorado, and I concurred with the administrator to find out where the state patrol office was, which was on the 16th. So I spoke with the state trooper. He told me talk to the sheriff, where the sheriff is so dirty he can't even sit on the stand because of perjury committed. So I told him that. He said, well, talk to the county commissioners. I said, well, I have a meeting with the county commissioners on the 19th of December.
Yeah, you got
I
to
went in there
speed
and
this,
met with
bro.
them,
You got to
did my-
speed this story up, man. Just tell me where it got better, because so far I'm not hearing it getting better. Tell me what happened.
Well, I'm 2 shakes of the lamb's tail from right there, because when I spoke to the county commissioners, I covered systemic negligence through my whole ordeal. This went on for 20 years, situations of this caliber.
20,
but anyway,
bro.
once I finished, I went down to the 15th Judicial to get a restraining order on him. And when I went in, I was served with a restraining order by the judge of the county. And so I had to face that. I did not put a restraining order on him. On top of it, the accusation made against me was on the 16th of December that I was in Cheyenne County at said time of 2 p.m. Well, I can prove I was
Steve, what do you mean? What were you accused of where you can prove you were elsewhere? Just tell me, what were you accused of? Your story is not making sense. What were you accused of?
Exactly.
What were you accused of?
Stalking.
What were you accused
I was accused
of?
of stalking.
What? Of stalking who?
The judge.
The judge actually filed against you?
A temporary restraining order on the 19th of December, an hour after I spoke with the county commissioners. I never made any threats. I didn't say any names. I covered the police department over.
So right now, I just got to ask some very quick. I got to ask some very quick questions. The bottom line is, you thought a guy stole your ladder. You confronted him. You got beat up. You called the sheriff's department. They did nothing. Then you went down to the courthouse, and the judge said you were stalking him. But why did the judge say you were?
No, you're not. I spoke with the county commissioners, Tom, an hour after I did a presentation of the administration, the sheriff's office, prosecution, etc., the judiciary. I can't get anything done. I went to get a restraining order in the 15th Judicial District in Lamar, and I was served with a temporary restraining order, which has now become permanent. Even though I have video evidence that I did not, her accusation against me is a lie. And I can prove it in paper
when
and
you
in
did
writing.
this presentation to the commissioners, what was the presentation? What was it?
Systemic negligence. It covered.
What do you mean by that? Were you at a county? Were you at a county commissioners meeting?
Yes.
Okay.
And it was also notified before I was there that I would be on their schedule.
Okay.
So
you got on the county
So-
got on the county agenda and you presented your case for systemic negligence. You were claiming that law enforcement was not doing its job. Is that correct?
The professionalism, yes. Their
Okay.
professionalism.
And what did
has
the
been
county
lacking
what
for
did the
several
county
years.
commissioners say after your presentation?
They were silent throughout. They said nothing.
Okay.
And then, so afterwards, I told them I was going to the 15th Judicial via the 16th because I had to file within, according to the Constitution, within the district, is my understanding. I'm not an attorney or anything. I'm just a simple civilian. And so when I went down there, I went in, and then I received a temporary restraining order. I did see a judge on my situation, but it defeated the purpose to file a restraining order on this guy. They'd only give me 25 yards so he could park across the street from my house, and nothing's done.
So
But I
where
got
does
a
it
100-yard
stand? Where
restraining
does it
order.
stand today? What's going on today, Steve?
I have a permanent protection order on me via the judge. I have to be 100 yards from the courthouse, which means I can't go get my mail. I can't go to the city hall. I can't even drive down Main Street. There's 25 to 30 blocks in a town of 600 to 700 people I can't be on. So I'm in fear every day because I have to abide, even though this is a fraudulent protection order, and I can prove with video evidence that I was not aware.
Well,
when
Steve,
I went to court
before the temporary restraining order became permanent, there was a hearing. Were you at the hearing?
Yes, I went to the hearing. I tried to find an attorney.
If you
which was
said you
on-
could prove
from the
it, you
19th, I-
obviously didn't prove it then because you went to the hearing and lost.
Yes, she is a prosecuting attorney in front of the judge who presided over the deal. And I stated that I'm not here at this time.
All right,
and
hold on a second. Hold on a second. We got to take a break. Steve, listen, man. I don't know what you're calling about, but your story is so convoluted. You're not going to win this one. You went to a hearing, you lost, you got a restraining order against you. I need to know what you need an attorney for, what your plan is, and then I'll refer someone to you that I don't like. Hold on. We got more coming up.
First.
Yeah, he's...
KRFX HD2 Denver.
KHOW Denver, an iHeart radio station. Ryan Schuling, mornings at 6. Dan Kaplis, afternoons at 4. This is Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW. Now, Impact Traffic.
Yeah, it's quiet right around town right now. We're not dealing with any big problems. I-70 does remain open there at Floyd Hill. US 6 west of Golden's tied up. That's up Clear Creek Canyon near Tunnel 1. And a little bit of traffic on I-25 coming through downtown. 270 also if you're coming out of Commerce City, but not in a delay mode. Construction on southbound 25, the ramp to eastbound 270, as well as southbound Santa Fe at Mississippi with some backups. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle from Blindster.com. If you price custom blinds at a retail store, you know how expensive they can be. At Blindster, we do things differently. You measure at home, install yourself, and save big on custom blinds. Plus, we guarantee they'll fit. Blindster.com.
Gravina's has 50 brands of windows. So when you go to Gravina's, not only do you have a company been around 65 years, you have the heritage behind them. You have also variety of great windows, 50 lines, multiple lines of siding and doors. They can get the job done. They've even trademarked their name because they have such a great heritage. 950 West Evans, that's Gravina. 303 Gravina or Gravinas.com.
You're good.
Thanks. Man, this is going to be something we got to hold. We got to hold people on because we will get to them. But man, this is crazy shit.
Let me put everybody on hold. Hang on. Here we go. if you need anybody.
Are we still keeping Joe on?
Somebody said, ask this guy about chemtrails.
I just,
okay, sorry, Dave. I won't be able to talk to you down the line.
Are we keeping Joe?
I don't think. Well, why did we get him to begin with, by the way?
But I will be able to feed you station.
I just saw on the screener call Joe, so I rang him up.
Okay. I don't know why, but that's okay. I think Suze might have thought, or whoever told you that. I don't know. Ask Joe if he can add anything to this. If he can, I will put him on. Really. If not, let's just cut him loose.
Okay.
And then we were going to get Burns on, but not yet. We got to get through this shit.
So like I said,
Alrighty, hey Joe, it's Adam. Sorry about that. Is there any other? Is there comments you wanted to make?
You know, that's a good one. Hold on. Ask Joe. Can a permanent restraining order be reversed?
Sorry for bothering you with that. I didn't know where that was.
Axe.
What's up? Hold on, Tom's screaming at me. What's up?
Ask Joe, can a permanent restraining order be reversed?
Are you listening to Tom now?
Sorry, one more. Sorry, Tom. One more time.
Can a permanent restraining order be reversed or be negated or challenged or whatever?
Can a permanent restraining order be negated or challenged or anything done with that?
Yeah, good question.
The only thing you can do is appeal it? Okay. Okay, thank you, Joe. We appreciate it.
Okay. God. One of the few times Joe's available, I don't have a good guy on for him.
And you ended up with the craziest goddamn...
How do you go to different
You know, I'm telling you, it's difficult to get a
I don't
permanent
know.
restraining order. Really difficult.
Maybe out on
Yeah, you got to kind of work at that.
Permanent?
Maybe they all work as a group, you know.
No,
Could be.
Because the
they're not all
district attorney
permanent.
does
They're
handle
temporary.
several counties, you know.
Right. Yeah, but it doesn't automatically become permanent.
Because I think Elbert
You have
County
2.5
and
minutes.
Douglas County
And you
tied
have to
up.
show
Are you gonna
there's
go
a
wee?
reason. Because they don't like to
Get
curtail
out.
people's
Do
freedom.
it. There's nothing. What are you doing?
got
How are you
some
helping?
evidence.
Get out.
All right. I'll just be real quick.
Yeah, all right.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Whoa. Jesus.
Steve is Drew's dad. That's on the camera.
Oh, yeah? Oh.
I want to make a long story longer.
Yeah. To make a long story longer. Because of him? Why? So, wow, was he renting?
Thank you for putting up with the insanity that is my current show. Period. Thankfully, it ends in 15 minutes.
Holy crap, man. That's not good.
All right.
Here we go.
Flooring.com.
All right, so basically, I want to know how we can help the gentleman, Steve, because basically he's saying his rights were violated, okay? That's what it boils down to. He said he was the victim, yet when he went to try to talk to the judge had a permanent restraining order put on him. After a TRO, it became permanent. Normally, it's pretty difficult to get a permanent restraining order because the courts do not like limiting people's freedom. But apparently, I don't know, there must have been something going on. So, Steve, what can we do for you today? I mean, you're saying that this
Tom,
is... Go ahead.
Tom, I'm going to take a step back here. I never spoke to the judge. I spoke to the county commissioners. The judge interjected herself because she got butthurt over the professionalism that I complained about.
Was she part of your complaint?
I mentioned no names at all. I was covering the sheriff's office over decades, and then as well the judiciary, because I could not get anything done on the case I told you about with the ladders. She interjected herself. I couldn't find an attorney over the holidays. Court was on the 2nd. I was the only one in the courtroom with 4 police officers around me. I had evidence on me. I had a thumbnail. I had paperwork that shows that she lied, and I was not allowed to present it in court. I even discredited the accusations against me, and I was not allowed to show...
You need to hire a criminal defense attorney to go... What else can you possibly do here? You need an attorney to get involved.
Yeah, now, Steve...
Exactly, and I contacted the ACLJ, the ACLU. I do not have $25,000 to $50,000 to afford an attorney, not only to file an appeal, which I only had 14 days to do through the holidays, mind you, at the start of the new year. Couldn't find anybody.
How did she say you harassed her?
Well, the stalking was the point, and I went down. I was working at Benton County Jail at the time, which I had to laugh at. I even presented that in court. Why am I going to mess with a judge? I'm already working in jail, and I'm a plasterer by trade. And then on May Valley Road, she followed me. She was tailgating me on 96 Highway. There's a spur that turns off to May Valley. I took the spur. She continued to follow me. She stated she called a friend and had it pinged. Well, she's on my ass. So I'm like, okay, I know who she is.
Oh, my God, he's got to hire an attorney. What else can he possibly do?
Gentlemen, this call has absolutely nothing to do with the ladders. This guy has a bigger problem that he knows.
Steve, I don't think you're going to find an attorney to represent you. I'm going to be honest.
Tell me about it. That's why I called you.
I know, but we can't.
Because my rights are violated tenfold, and I can't get any help.
Steve, no matter what, we can't get a free attorney for you. We can't. We don't know of any attorneys that would take this free.
Well, that's my point. They want $25,000 to $50,000.
That's right.
I can't afford that. I've got a town that's
how about this?
Me, and I've got proof that perjury is committed. And
you don't have proof because if you had proof, did you represent yourself? Did you represent yourself in county? Okay.
Yes,
Steve.
I couldn't, and I had to drive 100 miles to another county district to do this, which she prosecutes in front of the judge.
Okay.
There's no way I'm going to win without an attorney in front of 2 judges by myself.
Right.
And I have proof that perjury was committed. In the meantime, these people are sending people to jail, fining people, and they violated their oath.
Steve,
it's wrong.
You would have to sue them, and in order to do it, it is going to take $25,000 to $50,000 to sue. It will. I would lie to you, but I don't. What do I do about it? I can't get an attorney to take a $50,000 case free of charge. Do you have anything you can sell? Can you take a mortgage on your... And by the way, what do you hope to achieve by this lawsuit? I got to take this break. Then we're going to wrap it up. I need to know what you want to achieve. Literally, what... And I don't want a long story. I want to know exactly what you want to see as the outcome, okay? Because a lawsuit may not be the answer. More on that coming up.
Yep.
Now, Impact Traffic.
Yeah, it's quiet right around town right now. We're not dealing with any big problems. I-70 does remain open there at Floyd Hill. US 6 west of Golden's tied up. That's up Clear Creek Canyon near Tunnel 1. And a little bit of traffic on I-25 coming through downtown. 270 also if you're coming out of Commerce City, but not in a delay mode. Construction on southbound 25, the ramp to eastbound 270, as well as southbound Santa Fe at Mississippi with some backups. With traffic up, Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle from Blindster.com. If you price custom blinds at a retail store, you know how expensive they can be. At Blindster, we do things differently. You measure at home, install yourself, and save big on custom blinds. Plus, we guarantee they'll fit. Blindster.com.
GreatWesternBuildings.com. If you want a steel building, go direct to the manufacturer. A true factory right here in Grand Junction, Colorado, serving all 50 states. In fact, they even ship internationally. If you need a workshop, a horse arena, an airplane hangar, a barn, maybe even a big church, they do them all. 100% American steel, guaranteed for life. That's GreatWesternBuildings.com. You know, I started Martino Capital with one thing in mind. I want to be involved in direct portfolio management for my clients. Why? Because I found it difficult to find that level of service. Most financial advisors, the deep dark secret is they don't do much. They take your money and put it in model portfolios with big advisors, and they make a middleman fee. I promise you, direct attention every day to your portfolio, and we mean what we say. If you want to see the difference, why don't you give us a call? 303-771-HELP. I promise you, you will see the difference. We'll even backtest what we do to show you how our strategies have performed. 303-771-HELP, 771-4357, martinocapital.com.
Love it. That was a 30-second fill, right? I love it.
Yeah,
love
thank
it.
you.
Love it.
Thank you, Shannon. Appreciate it.
Because I pointed out to X.
I want to remind you that I am a cancer patient.
Currently?
No, actually not.
Okay, well then stop talking about it. I lost a toe once in the Army defending this nation. No, it was diabetes. But hey, listen, I know. What have I told you before? And you have to have Barry sitting there.
I want you to feel sorry for me.
I feel sorry that you have Barry there and a cat that's looking for a corpse in your ceiling.
I know.
Or whatever the hell you have going on.
Look, we're going to finish with this guy, and then we'll be done with it.
Barry's bald.
Sir.
I'm not talking to Shannon or getting near him anymore.
Thank you for calling the
Good call.
Show.
Although it was great being with you Saturday. Barry and I were together Saturday.
Calls.
Barry and I were together Saturday.
Yeah.
In a very intimate setting. Radio.
Do
Job
tell.
seekers are
I'm
paying
suing you.
thousands.
Burger King.
He did a minute. He should have done 30 seconds, but I told Axe, I go, listen, he's going to talk about himself here for longer than he needs to. Here we go. Time him.
You son of a bitch. 5 mistakes.
I can't believe this kid is 19. I'm ruining his life. Toothless.
Oh, in
freak.
so many ways.
I forget Chopper and Dollar. You gotta like.
Well
hey,
done.
By the way, we gotta have breakfast. Dollar.
Yeah.
We have to have breakfast at our favorite spot over there.
There we go. Yep. I'll call
Where
you.
do you go?
Text you.
One of our favorite spots. It's called Sadie's.
Oh,
Deli.
Sadie's good. The
Zadie's
bagel
or
deli's
Sadie's?
nice. We love the bagel deli.
SAD, I believe.
Zadie's
Sadie's, right?
Holly and
I remember Zadie's. I don't.
Oh no, you're right. It is Zadie's. What am I talking
yeah,
about?
it's like a Jewish deli.
Yeah, it's
it's a Jewish.
sorry, I
deli.
said Sadie's. I meant Zadie's. Yeah,
Yeah, that was my favorite.
it's a
Those
great
two streets
place.
they
I
meet.
ate so much chopped liver from
Leedsdale, Holly.
Or Leedsdale, I meant.
They say,
Well, it turns.
yeah, I know. It's
Or
the same
whatever.
street.
I'm
Yeah.
not into lox,
But over
chopped
there, it's
liver, I
Leedsdale.
could just eat that all day
Leedsdale and
long,
Holland.
endlessly.
It used to be on.
What
Make
else
my
is
own,
by there that I could
Since
picture?
Zadie's downtown closed, I make my own chopped liver.
Oh, they had one downtown.
Yeah, in Larimer's.
Santiago's? No.
Ryder Square.
Look, there's a McDonald's there. I mean, there's nothing really.
Which one did you go to?
Cherry Creek.
Yeah. Well,
you went to the one Cherry Creek.
There's nothing big that I can
That's
remember.
their new location.
It
so
is
they used to
7
have
out of
Cherry
10
Creek.
On
and,
3rd Avenue.
That closed.
It's just
where is $1 the
Shop
one we
at
go
Hearst.
to? It's on Holly and basically Leetsdale, right?
Exactly.
Precisely.
Holly and Leetsdale. Hey, by the way, have you heard from our mutual friend?
The hooker?
I have not.
I wonder what's going on with him. That was crazy how that ruined his whole life. Honest to God.
Yeah, he's still kind of depressed, but
Right, no, right.
hopefully I can go see him sometime this summer or this year for sure.
Scratching at the ceiling because I think about
God, I mean, it was amazing how
That's my bet.
he went down.
You're hoping. Yep.
When are we getting the hooker on the show?
20 on that one. Yeah, I'm saving up.
Is she hot?
How would I know?
She's
Can you ask
14.
For a
Mo?
picture.
Of course, D is interested the most.
Right? No, me.
It's either
Me, then
squirrels
me.
or hookers that get Dimitri's thinking.
Here we go.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Let's talk to Steve. Okay, so Steve, let's wrap this up, man. What do you want as the outcome for this trial? That'll help me at least think of an attorney. What are you hoping to accomplish?
What I feel that based on those people fining people and sending other people to jail, and they violated not only the Constitution, the oath they took, and the law, they should be removed from their position and fined and penalized. The lawsuits are a bygone conclusion, but they should be removed. They are sending people to jail and fining people. Every defense attorney after this is divulged, and perjury, which I have in video, on paper, everything committed against me, every defense attorney should come back and have cases retried.
Well, it's not good,
people
Steve.
have presided over.
I'm going to tell you that's never going to happen.
Yeah, and in the day of 250 years of this country and the Constitution,
It's just not going to happen.
I can't get any help.
I'm being, Steve, I hope you appreciate that I'm being straight with you here. That's never going to happen, ever.
Tom, I've heard this, but let's do this. In the state of Colorado, a permanent restraining order is for life, and I'm innocent.
Well, you can challenge, you can appeal that, by the way.
accusation.
You can appeal that.
Well,
Okay, I'm barred from going. I'm 100 yards from the courthouse.
Your
How
attorney,
do I appeal it
your
when I
attorney,
can't even go there?
Because your attorney can file it for you. You are allowed, and I'm sure that you can find someone to appeal that. I'm sorry, Steve. I think, unfortunately, the rest of your life is going to be spent jousting at windmills because of how you feel. You should move on, bro.
Thank you.
Again, sorry for that wait.
Adam is telling him now how to build a killdozer.
Yeah, just a small one.
Oh my God! Are you talking? Oh my God! You remember that
Killdozer?
Oh yeah! Thank you,
that guy
Marvin Heemeyer.
Wow!
Everyone's out to get Drew.
Have you seen the flag?
He called it.
Have you seen the Gadsden flag they've made out of that? With the it's got the killdozer on it. It says "Tread on them."
No, he called the show. I wish I kept that call, but he called and said
no kidding.
They were out to get him, and oh my God.
And did you end the call with tilting at windmills?
Jousting at windmills. I said, what you ought to do is outfit a bulldozer and go through the town. No, I didn't.
A farmer, a bulldozer.
Hey, I'm just spitballing here. I got an idea. Farmer Brown.
Car shield ad.
Hey, sorry, again, we're going to take this top of the hour
Yeah.
break.
I mean, the ads are
have
great.
Another caller, but then it's going to be you, so
Please.
not too much longer.
Not too much.
I love Grant
Oh,
County.
yeah. Uh-oh, that's R. Kelly on hold there. Not R. Kelly. Our Kelly. No.
Never heard of it. What
I
is
don't
it?
think they heard you.
We have a caller named Kelly.
But it was Colorado as well, please.
Has she called you at all, Shannon?
Who? Kelly?
Yeah.
She texts me every night.
She does not.
Whoa.
She does.
Is she in touch with you?
She does.
Yes.
What is she doing for a living?
My wife's.
Oh.
But
She has put in an application and has gotten a positive response to do accounting for a goat yoga studio.
It was 1960.
That's stupid enough for you not to make that. You wouldn't make that up.
I said I didn't think goats. That's what I. If a fucking goat jumps on me, it would only be to eat the overpriced Lulus I was wearing.
They couldn't get it back. We've tried. They've tried.
Yeah.
And
then she said something about
What do you mean trying to get it
incident?
back?
Oh.
From whom?
Well, I responded strongly with.
Yeah, but if they stole the.
No, I know. They were trying to buy it from them.
She said, "I'm just reaching out for a little support, but I guess I'm not going to get any."
Bowling
No, you're not.
Nice.
It is funny how my little pants-free cigar situations are actually disturbed by her still.
Yeah, the astronauts come in. I think it was F-14s at the time. And he could bring in the wealthiest people in the world to a 5-story big. He paid $30 to $35 million a month.
And yes, she texted.
Is that really the name of that company, Chop?
Oh yeah, of course.
Bought out hosted?
And it does always in a
Pinball, yeah. Yeah, it's
What? No.
I think it's a Spanish company.
Oh.
Mexican company. Yeah. They
Okay.
bought out the recipes.
Oh, I see.
Wow.
I mean, because really, hostess dropped off. There was no hostess cupcakes.
Yeah, that's true.
Fun to say.
Until they came back and bought the recipes.
Oh, okay.
There's Route 30.
Started producing.
Yeah, so that would be kind of like around, the.
And their powdered donuts
reservoirs,
taste
right?
the
So that
same.
would be around. That would be in.
And by the way, Adam, that was great.
Yeah, that would be between. I mean, 8 miles north of Granby is almost Rocky Mountain National Park.
Oh, that land.
And you said,
we
yeah, a small
had a
one.
family cabinet.
To Steve on the phone, you
We'd
said,
set
yeah,
the
a
family
small
cabinet.
one. Right then.
Oh.
I don't know what you were talking about with him.
Yeah, so that's where the town of Grand Lake is. So he's
He,
in that neighborhood in Grand Lake.
He said another break, and I was like, oh yeah, it's just a small one.
It's known as the King Ranch. Not the little
Small
King
one isn't.
Ranch, but
Well,
the King Ranch.
6 minutes isn't a ton of time.
It's quite. Oh,
Yeah.
it's quite a history. It's exciting.
I feel like if we're pushing 10 minutes, that's a chunk of time.
8 minutes and start getting that's a bit too
Associated
long.
with John, Oilman John King.
He has been on hold since 11.
Oh, okay.
Dragon in there?
What's
Looks like it was.
Well, we actually had this
Yeah,
crazy
he's
dude
there.
on for an hour. Oh my god, he wants to
Just
see the whole
told.
justice system and the police department.
Go for it.
It's not how it works, man.
No. You just go down to the county building. I'd like to sue everybody.
And he's shocked no lawyer's taking his case.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. It was lander owned.
That's one of the great things that Tom always says too about
Looks
that.
like somebody lost it to
You
the
don't
lender.
get a lawyer to take your case. That tells you something about your case. Lawyers want to make money.
That's how they get paid. That's how they put bread on their table.
Great point.
There's big stories. The Eisenhower meeting.
They say I have a case.
Oh, it's,
Oh, that's even better.
it's now guest ranch.
Yeah,
Apparently.
Yes.
Oh, we went.
I haven't been up there now about years.
Oh yeah.
Quite a few. Oh, the big fires up there?
But
It's actually we don't know yet for that. This is doesn't say which one company. This is a site that looks ranches. So I don't know. King Mountain Ranch. Some photos.
Well, I don't know. I haven't looked at it either.
So is he around, Brian Burns?
yeah, I was gonna give him a call right before we come back from top.
That's funny. I just sent Brian an email about 6 a.m.
Yeah, I haven't looked
That's-
at the new schedule. I kind of hope not.
Barry wants to
It'd be nice if they'd let me in there Thursday afternoon. To set
Don't
up.
call him yet. I'm going to talk to Kelly and I'm going to talk to Barry.
Explain to Adam the baby eating hideous.
So I'll tell you when to call him.
Okay.
They've in the past it would be like
it's-
a precedent, like
Oh, in
Russell
King Mountain
or
Ranch.
something has in
It's not King Mountain Ranch, is it?
at headquarters and go,
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Yeah, it is King
start
Mountain
this
Ranch.
thing at
So
11:30. We'll let everybody
we know
in
it
by
just
11:20.
sold.
That's the big. That looks like the big five. That's it.
I can't
Oh.
set
Oh,
up
look at that.
What's
a
that?
three-person
Mountain Ranch.
broadcast with
10
everything with 10 minutes.
Yeah.
What is
It's
it?
almost
You
before
You
you.
probably don't even want to do it in an hour.
Is subdivision?
It's got to be at
No,
least
it's
an
a
hour.
huge, huge resort. Well, he used it to raise money.
Where? Here in town?
I know, Grand Lake
You
area.
to not be a dick.
Granby, north of Granby.
What is it called?
To say, okay,
King
we
Mountain.
take
Mountain
7
Ranch.
fucking
Is
minute
it? So
windows
it's
to
an.
get here
It's
to
Now
a resort.
Now it's
Yeah,
really
we
want
only
you to
give
It
you
is now. It's a guest. It's a guest. No,
Looks
it's a
like
guest
you're done
room.
at
So it's
10.
for weddings and corporate
Holy,
retreats. It's
on
what
Friday?
the Cunninghams and I want to do.
This was
BK How.
this guy ever.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hello, Tom Martino here. Renew Home Innovations, the most beautiful showers. Italian porcelain. You will never see anything more beautiful. They do it in 2 or 3 days, and you have a year to pay with no interest. 303-904-2000. 303-904-2000. RenewHomeInnovations.com. Let's talk. Kelly, what's wrong with your Mercedes? What's going on?
Mercedes that I bought from Colorado Springs Mercedes last year in April. And in buying the car, the only way I was going to buy the car is I got the certified pre-owned Mercedes 2-year warranty, and I also was supposed to get a 2-year service contract without mileage. So basically, they wrote it down on a piece of paper because I was going to walk away. So I went to get the car serviced today at another Mercedes dealer because it was supposed to be for any Mercedes dealer, and they turned me away. And I said, "What are you talking about?" I said, "It's a done deal." And they're saying, "Well, what's your name?" And I told him my name, and he looked it up, and he said, "That's not you. They never purchased me the Mercedes-Benz warranty, and they never purchased the service contract. Basically, they left the old owner information in the system and never purchased me a contract because I checked it out with the VMI, and I don't think he was supposed to let me know, but in the VMI, they never purchased those 2 service agreements for me like they were supposed to in the deal. So I contacted the dealer yesterday, they gave me the finance manager, and I said, "Look, you guys got to do this because my service isn't up. I've got another year to go." And he's like, "No, you went 20,000 miles. I said, "That's not the deal. Here it is in writing. They wrote it down." And then this morning when I took it to the Westminster, they say you got 1 service lapse. At least that's what he told me. I take it to Westminster and I showed that guy the paperwork. He actually looked into it deeper, and all of the paperwork is in the previous owner's name. They never went through and followed through, and the dates are wrong and everything.
Kelly, I need to ask a few questions. Hold on. What's the difference between the 2 contracts? You said one was a service contract. What was the other one?
The 2-year certified Mercedes warranty.
Okay.
Because I bought it certified pre-owned, so they come with a 2-year unlimited mileage warranty, basically.
Now, did you pay for either of those, or did that come with it?
That came with it. That was part of the deal. I wasn't going to buy the car if it wasn't part of the deal.
Right. And on your contract, does it mention any one of those 2?
Yeah, I've got a thing we owe where it says we owe.
Yes.
Piece of paper. They've got all the things that we discussed, and it also has on there.
And what does it say under we owe? What does it say under we owe?
2-year maintenance included must be done at Mercedes dealer.
Okay. 2 years maintenance, and
doesn't stipulate mileage.
Okay, and they are now saying that wording means nothing.
Yeah, he's saying I'm full of it. And digging into it deeper, he said you have one service left, because that was the only reason I was upset, because they were saying I have one service left, and I said, well, it's only April of 26. What do you mean? And he said, well, it's 2 years or 20,000 miles. I said, that's not what I bought, and that's not what they wrote. So that's not right. And then comes to find out that they never purchased anything. If you go into the VMI, there's the previous owner's information
you said
in
that,
there,
Kelly.
and they've been working out.
That did not escape me that you said that. I understand. You don't have to say it again. I understand. They never changed the previous contracts into your name. So what do they say when you show them in plain writing that you have a 2-year warranty on the WEO? I mean, that's the only thing we can go by is whatever's written. I mean, we can't go by anything else. So that 2-year warranty, it says 2-year warranty. What exactly does it say on there? WEO what?
On the WEO, it says 2-year maintenance included, must be done at a Mercedes dealer.
Okay. And what do they say about that?
They say that can't happen. That basically they basically said it's mileage limited. This was supposed to be my last service.
It doesn't say that, though, does it? It doesn't say mileage limited on that. So they're just refusing it. And what about the 2-year certified warranty?
It doesn't exist.
Well, where on your contract, though, you said that you got proof of.
Yeah, somewhere in the contract, I would have to dig it up, but it basically has it as the certified pre-owned Mercedes 2-year warranty.
So you have both of these things in writing. You have one that says you're getting a 2-year, and tell me what that 2-year certified means. What does it mean?
It basically means that if there's any problem with the car, they fix it. It's like a new car warranty.
It says, and where in your contract does what I'm trying to do is when we contact this dealer, we want to be able to point to this. So where in your contract does it refer to the 2-year certified Mercedes-Benz warranty?
Let me see.
Yeah, you don't have to find it. I mean, you do have it, though, that you can give it to us, right? That we can, because we want to contact. What's the name of the dealer?
Colorado Springs Mercedes-Benz.
Who's the owner? Do you know?
Phil Long. That's why I called you. You said they were pretty.
What kind of Mercedes was it? I missed that. What year, make, model?
It's a 2020 GLS 450.
Okay, so I don't understand. Normally, they are sold normally with the 2-year certified, I guess, if that's what you bought, and it's right on the contract. And then the other one, you don't have a separate contract, but you have the WEO statement. So I want a Deputy Dollar. I would love for you to contact Phil Long Mercedes down there in the Springs, Colorado Springs Mercedes-Benz. But first get a copy of his contract where it talks about it's called the 2-year, what is it actually called? 2-year what is it called, D?
I'm actually reading the terms of it right now.
But what is it called?
Certified pre-owned extended limited warranty. And it looks like what it does is it extends the original bumper-to-bumper warranty for 1 year unlimited mileage, or here's what it says on the Mercedes-Benz website, or 2 years unlimited mileage. And there's a huge disclaimer I haven't gotten through yet, so we don't know if it's 1 or 2 years. However, it sounds like he bought it. When did you buy the car? And if it's a 2020, I think
I bought it in April of last year.
Okay. Okay.
2025.
All right, hold on a sec, bro. Let's see what they have to say about it. I mean, they can't be cavalier about some kind of written promise. Just hold on. I want Dollar to go through the paperwork. Dollar, I need to see where it's referenced as the certified pre-owned. Okay,
Absolutely.
That's really. And then I also want to see the WEO statement about 2 years of maintenance, because that's different than a warranty. That's maintenance. I mean, they bit off a lot. If they said maintenance, that would include oil changes and stuff. I mean, really, that would include a lot of stuff.
All the fluids.
So, and all the fluids and all of that. So hang on, Kelly. I'm going to give this over to one of our deputies who will be calling you, and then we're going to go and contact them about this. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. I have Barry Miller with me from Vestera Turnkey. Barry, people ask, the number one question we get is, where do you buy the houses? How do you answer that? Because they want to know the hot areas in the country, and how do you determine them?
I answer it by saying in the home run economies, and then they say, well, what's a home run economy?
Yeah, exactly.
I said our research department, scouring the United States, has the strongest economies. Then we look for the strongest real estate markets tied into those economies. And I said, without a non-disclosure, I don't go further than that, except to say right now they're all east of the Mississippi.
Okay. Now, the reason you want a non-disclosure is because that's the competitive advantage.
I'm not concerned about the consumer going there and buying a property and making a mistake, because they'll make a mistake.
Right.
Realtors don't qualify properties. Realtors.
And why the secrecy?
The secrecy is so the consumer won't get burned and hurt.
Okay.
And I don't want professionals. I've had one go around me. Okay, a professional, no names, I'm not going to say what part of real estate they're in. And I find out, they go around that. They hear where we're going, and then they go buy some properties there. Well, I call that dishonesty, and since they looked me in the eye, et cetera, et cetera. So it's for the protection of our company and our other customers, so that we don't get burned by somebody trying to go around.
Seminar, if they signed a non-disclosure, you're going to tell them about everything.
Yeah, that's the seminar is so special, because our customer said, I did this in November, but on the spot, they were asking the right questions. I said, I can't answer that. And they said, well, can we sign a non-disclosure? I had them shut their eyes, raise their hands. It was unanimous. They all signed a non-disclosure on the spot.
So we're going to have them sign a non-disclosure
ahead of time
for May 2nd.
May 2nd.
They are. When they sign up, they do it.
They know that it's that, and we call them and say this.
Sure.
And they know it. They're excited as heck, because now we could share everything.
MyBiggestReturn.com, by the way, to sign up. MyBiggestReturn.com.
When a group of women discover they've all dated the same prolific con artist, they take matters into their own hands.
I vowed I will be his last target.
He is not going to get away with this.
He's going to get what he deserves.
We always say that. Trust your girlfriends. Listen on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Follow the Girlfriends Trust Me Babe, and start listening on the free iHeartRadio app today.
Jordan Keanu, let's talk about the movie event coming up April 30th. That's next week, next Thursday, 6:45, Highlands Ranch, AMC 24, the Baby Boomer Dilemma. And by the way, before we get into it, people, you can go to mymoneymovie.com and watch the trailer and sign up for this free event. Includes popcorn, drinks. But Jordan, tell people what they're going to learn about.
Which one the guy?
Well, absolutely, Mark. They're going to learn about the issues we are facing in today's economy. This has been going on for many years from the experts. It's a documentary talking about what to expect with Social Security, what happened with 401ks, and how to protect yourself to have your own private pension. And that's what's going to be revealed in the movie. It is a documentary. We've sold out the movie theater, especially AMC 24. You know how big it is over there, Mark.
It's huge.
Filled that theater, and people almost standing on the side with the stairway. So come out, register at mymoneymovie.com, and get those seats reserved ASAP.
You know, you're going to learn about guaranteed retirement. You're going to learn how to take part of your retirement nest egg and convert it into guaranteed money every single month till the day you die. Money you can't outlive. And by the way, a lot of these products, the good ones at least, also come with long-term care benefits. And Jordan, we know how expensive that can be. It is definitely worth meeting us, watching this free movie next Thursday, April 30th. Get signed up now. AMC 24. Last time we did it there, it was totally sold out, but get in there. We got seats open. Suzanne and I will be out there. MyMoneyMovie.com. Get signed up now. MyMoneyMovie.com. Now, another part of retirement could be looking and talking or thinking about a reverse mortgage. I want you to call my friend, John Clace. And whether it's a reverse mortgage or a new purchase or a cash out or a refinance or even a 30-year line of credit that you can pay up and down for 30 years. I don't know of any other bank that does that. You want to call John. He's a direct lender. He works for CMG Financial. These guys lend out over $2 billion a year. In fact, my daughter is literally meeting today with John at his office in the tech center. My son has used them. Tom has used them. Suzanne and I have used them. If you need a lender, you call John Clace. 303-577-7206. 303-577-7206. Or check him out at partnerinlending.com.
Service, or he said he was talking to the finance manager, but I want to see the contract, the WEO statement.
That's what you need to see.
Right.
How the WEO is. WEO.
2-year, extended warranty or whatever they call it.
It's amazing how many people, though, get promises and they don't document them.
Mm-hmm. Well, it sounds like he got it documented, but he's missing all the details.
I know,
right?
He's totally missing details.
Now there's going to be a fight about.
I know it.
Actually, what did he actually buy?
Aren't they obligated to tell him?
Well, I would ask for the details.
Wouldn't he win?
Yeah, I don't know. It depends on. I don't know. I haven't read the paperwork. Yeah, I'd have to read the paperwork.
But if it says...
If they said 2 years of maintenance, I would maintain that all the fluids, spark plugs, brake pads...
I didn't hear this call from yesterday. I was at the dentist.
Yeah, they probably
didn't hear it.
And if they say it's 3 oil changes is what that means,
Liberty Mutual,
then that's going to be the fight.
They're Safeco also.
Right? What's the reasonable person supposed to...
I heard part of the call. Maybe I was in the car.
They're supposed to conclude
Tom
from
said
that.
Brian Burns.
Yeah, I conclude what I just... Yeah, I'm like, hey, spark plugs... filters.
That was a lot of fun, and I am now back here in the great state of Tennessee, where I spent the
1 minute.
By the way, Trump was on CNBC today, and it was phenomenal. It was like
was it during spots by any chance?
On a
Or was
fireside
Tom
chat.
Okay.
Really? He was
I
good?
thought she was
I couldn't.
Sounds like a maniac on his text.
20-some minutes.
Just see if he can at least
After that,
never called back.
email the doctor.
Wow.
That's pretty.
It was phenomenal. All three of them asked him questions. They were good.
trying to be like,
It changed the whole thing.
I don't know anything, but
How much he knows about business and companies and
Just an old person
stuff.
wants to talk.
Yeah.
The reasonable side of him really showed.
9 month or 20
One thing is certain, AutoNation Mazda Arapahoe.
20 years for the story. It was
That was a coup. How they pulled that off, I don't know, but it was marvelous.
Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors. TrajanWealth.com.
Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Welcome to the show. Let's go to the phones. And We have one thing. Do we have Brian Burns on? We're going to get Brian on, and then we'll take this call with Liberty Mutual, because I wanted to ask about the audit and how, and basically if there's anything he can do about it, and if it's a common thing in the insurance industry. Barry Miller with Vestera Turnkey. You know, Barry, I've done 4 houses with you, and I've done them with partners. And the reason I did it is I wanted to find people who wanted to do it, but they didn't want to put the whole down payment down and own it by themselves. They wanted, they wanted partners. And so I thought that would be a good way if I put together some LLCs and have people buy it. Now, it's always best for return on investment, obviously, if you do it yourself. You buy a house, you sell a house. It's not a cash flow deal. Mainly, it's an equity deal. Is that what it is? You don't have people buying it for cash flow, do you?
Typically, it's equity is the big. First of all, equity makes 10 to 50 times as much money as cash flow does. But we do have some people who are wanting 5, 10, and 15 years. I'm using general numbers when they're retiring, where they want $5,000 and $10,000 a month cash flow from these properties.
Can you design it that way?
Yes, and we designed that package for them, and it's working.
So you design a package. So instead of selling, they might 1031 into more houses.
Well, 1031. First of all, the big money, and I'm talking $500,000. If you start off with one property, in 6 years, you likely have $500,000 of new net worth money that's yours.
Okay, how do you do that?
Sell the property by buying. Let's start with one property.
You start with one.
3 years later, there's going to be enough equity in it. You could sell it 1031. That's an IRS code. It's
you trade that one for two.
You sell one for two, and it costs you nearly nothing. Nearly nothing means you make
take the profit from the previous
one,
and you put half on one house and half on another.
Yeah, similar type homes, but 2 of them.
Right.
Now you've doubled.
Now you have 2 homes,
and you do that
will cash flow themselves. And then what?
You do another 3 years, and you have 4. And all of a sudden, all the equity you have in those 4 equals over $500,000 after sales costs. So that's the big money. That's the main program.
You like the 1031s.
Oh, we do it all the time.
So your plan is in 5 or 6 years to have a good net worth with the rentals.
With a good net worth with 3 or 4 rentals.
Right.
You don't need 20 to be a multi-million.
To get the money, you would want to sell it.
You'd have to sell them along the way.
Right.
With, again, pay no taxes on the gain and buy 2 instead of 1. But you want more cash flow? Buy 3 instead of 4. And all of a sudden...
And then put more money down.
The money came from the properties you already owned. So when you have 6, 8, 10, 12, 15 years before retirement or before you want $8,000 a month,
you can actually build a portfolio like that.
We can build and that's where we're moving to. Wealth building. Wealth Builders is our new trade name. Vestera Turnkey Wealth Builders. So the portfolio has enough assets in it to buy more, and then you want $8,000 a month positive cash flow in your pocket. Typically, you need 8 or 9 years for that to happen. We make it happen just by rearranging the plan.
So you have people that want to get in and out and make quick money, right?
Yeah, 3, 4 year money, a good
Then
money.
you have people that want to reinvest and keep growing. And then the end goal is to have enough homes that you have a pretty good nest egg.
Nest egg is as you said it, for those people. However, more and more of our customers are saying legacy portfolio. They want it for their children and grandchildren.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. And that's big time there. Big time, because the money is still making the same kind of big money, but legacy, and they're talking 20 and 30 and 50 years down the road, it's phenomenal.
So let's just say you make on a house, a typical person on one house over the years, let's just take a typical house, what they made and how much and then they invested in 2 houses. So what do? They split the profit and trade for 2 houses with a 1031. And you arrange the 2 other houses.
Arrange all of that, and they do not have to come out of pocket with more money, other than IRS says you have to come out with $2,000 or $3,000 to pay for the loan. But other than that, they don't come out of pocket to buy those 2 homes.
So the 2 homes, after they've had this house for 3 years, let's say, now you identify 2 houses that they can buy with the profits. And when I say buy, they have loans on 2 houses now, right? But those loans with the down payments from the previous house will cash flow.
Will cash flow almost all the times. Positive cash flow. Now, because when
you say positive cash flow, we're talking a few bucks, but they're not coming out of pocket every month.
They're not coming out of pocket, except with today's interest rates, maybe they want to come out of pocket $100 or so a month to make $30,000 in a year. They'll come out of pocket maybe $1,200.
Okay, so now they have the 2 houses, and they wait a few years. And then they get into 4 houses with the same formula. They don't have to come out of pocket.
Right.
They 1031 into 4 homes. Do most people stop at 4?
No. They're not stopping there. There's no reason to stop there unless they want the next cycle to go to 8. Okay. And they don't want 8, they want a pile of cash flow.
So instead of going to 8, what do they do?
Well, they may buy 5, sell 4, and buy 5 or 6, pay cash for some of the others.
And make cash flow.
And have cash flow.
All right, let's talk to Steve now about his Liberty Mutual thing. Brian Burns, we wanted your perspective on this from Compass Insurance. Steve had Liberty Mutual Insurance for his landscaping company, and he had a fire in 2024. Now, I don't think the fire had anything to do with it, but they canceled him. So for sure that that's probably why he was canceled. But after they canceled him, this is liability insurance, they did an audit on his liability. And his liability was based on payroll, which I have never heard before. But in any case, they did an audit, and they said that he now owes them about $23,000 in premiums based on the audit. Now, have you heard of audits being based on, liability insurance for landscapers being based on payroll, Brian?
Yeah, for sure. That's how it is. That's how they do base the rates.
Why is that? They figure the more employees, the more liability?
Yeah, that's how most business insurance works when you're talking about general liability. It's usually based off of payroll.
Okay, so if you only have 1 employee, you're going to pay less than someone who has 10.
Exactly. It's just another way to look at what the total business is doing, as far as gross sales is another way to look at it. But yeah, payroll's another.
But Steve, explain what happened after they did your audit. They said you owe $23,000. What reason did they give you?
Well, according to the audit, it looks to me like they added another category on top of the initial part of it, which was I had landscaping and landscaping category, landscaping, gardening, and then they charged me a certain amount for that. But using the same payroll figure, they multiplied that times an incredibly high rate, and it was under products/completed operations, which I did quite a bit of research on what that category actually meant, and it really doesn't apply to what we're doing. This has to do with their exposure after I completed a job. I complete a job, let's say 6 months later, a pipe breaks and it leaks down in their basement. That type of liability.
Yeah, exactly.
Brian, why do they do the audit, and can they go back and collect?
Yes, they can do it. I mean, a lot of times we deal with audits all the time. I think, and I did get a little familiar. Mark sent me some information. what they did is they changed his classification from landscaping to plumbing. So my guess is when he did the mail-in audit, and I'm just guessing on that part, but when you did the mail-in audit, you maybe mentioned something about sprinkler work or something to do with that. Correct. And what they did is what they're doing is they're reclassifying his entire payroll to plumbing. So they do this. That's kind of it depends on the auditor, but they do this. It doesn't mean they can get away with that. What you're going to have to do, you're going to have to provide documentation to show what portion of your work is actually sprinklers and how much is landscaping. You got to have timesheets. You got to have something that you have for documentation, and this can get fixed.
Okay.
Well, Brian, what's weird is for 6 years, he's had audits, and this has never been changed before.
But I don't know how he filled out the audit. That's the point. Did you mention sprinklers on this mail-in audit?
Okay, I did, and then they came up with a higher rate. Then we disputed that, and they came back to the original. I disputed that portion of it, and we actually won that part of it, and so therefore they reduced that portion. But in the audit, they added that products and complete operations, which was an additional $21,191.
Steve, so you're saying, Steve, let me get this straight. They reclassified your workers back to what they were. They took them out of plumbing.
That's right, and they went back to landscaping. And I actually
now, hold on. I need to know. We need to take this break, but I need to know if you went back to landscaping. Why did they say you still owe $21,000? Hold on. We'll come back to that and more coming up.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
KHOW Denver. Denver's talk station. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. Now, impact traffic.
Yeah, we're still seeing a pretty good drive. Pena is running a little heavy coming out of the airport. You'll encounter some company there as you make your way back onto I-70. Now, I-70 looks good from Pena west back to I-25. It's about 10 minutes. 270 is jamming a little bit west up through Vasquez, and a little bit of traffic coming in and out of downtown. Southbound Santa Fe at Mississippi still backed up in that area. That's construction related. But the Foothills Drive looks good other than US 6 west of Golden up near Tunnel 1 with ongoing construction. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle from Blindster.com. If you price custom blinds at a retail store, you know how expensive they can be. At Blindster, we do things differently. You measure at home, install yourself, and save big on custom blinds. Plus, we guarantee they'll fit. Blindster.com.
GreatWesternBuildings.com. If you want a metal building and you truly want to deal with a factory, we have a legit factory right here in Grand Junction, Colorado. 120,000 square feet, employing 130 people, direct to all states. In fact, they ship around the world, they told me. So if you need a big church, a warehouse, you want a silo, you want a barn, you want an indoor arena, you want an airplane hangar, you want a garage, whatever you need. Beautiful steel buildings guaranteed for life, finishes guaranteed for 40 years at GreatWesternBuildings.com.
Good spot.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Kitchen cabinet refacing and custom countertops. With our unique refacing process, you'll get a brand new looking kitchen without the mess, hassle, time, and expense of total kitchen replacement. How's it done, Doc? Folks will install custom hand-rub cabinet doors and door fronts and resurface your existing cabinet boxes with a 1/4-inch thick overlay to match. Not veneer. We offer additional cabinets, cabinet changes, sliding shelves, and new doors. Countertops in quartz, granite, solid surface, or the stunning Milan.
Another car shield ad.
There's no way we're going to stop people from buying that stuff. The ads are just too good.
Yeah, Dr. Phil on there.
Yeah. Danica, Patrick.
You're right.
Ice tea or ice cold. I don't know what it is. You know, that guy.
Right, I know who you're talking about.
I think he was on Law and Order or something.
experienced for several years of just chronic pain.
Vets orthopedic doctor encouraged her to try natural, non-surgical treatments, and that's when she trusted the medical professionals at QC Kinetics.
You're using your own body to heal itself, and there's something to be said for that.
QC Kinetics use Beth's own healing tools in her blood to help.
Oh, so now they're sending a delegation to Cuba.
Yeah. All we got to do is starve them out of existence. You know,
She thought she'd lost. Get relief and start living again. Call QC
they don't even have gasoline to pick up the trash in the streets.
I know.
I saw that.
900-8986. That's 303-900.
Something about a prisoner release. That's what I saw on there too.
With Cuba or
yeah, with
Iran?
Cuba. No, with Cuba.
Oh, okay.
Maybe political prisoners they want released or something.
It seems impossible to find them. They have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go. And that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And
Steve's
because
still
these
here.
people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Imagine finding your dream home and moving in right away. No waiting to sell your old place first. Sounds perfect, right? That's exactly what Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program lets you do. Buy your new home now and sell the old one later. Here's how it works. Orchard gives you cash so you can buy and move into your new home first on your timeline. No waiting, no showings, no double moves. Then the Orchard.
Oh, you know, they said the number one American manufacturer, the car manufacturer that might go out of business is Cadillac.
Wow, really?
Yeah, they put all their money into EV and it's totally failed.
Oh.
EV has failed?
At the Cadillac level.
I'm surprised at that.
I was the number one. Your BMW was right in the middle, no problems either way.
Has the lowest prices guaranteed.
630 KHAL, an iHeart radio station.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Whatever your problem, question, or complaint is, give us a call. Let me get to your calls and see what's up. Let's see. My call screener went down for a second. Let me find it. Oh, damn. I'll find it here. Anyway, let's go
let's get Steve back up and finish up with Brian.
Thank you very much. Steve, okay. He has the problem of two things now. They did classify him back to landscaping, but now there's some contingent liability they're talking about. What does that mean? Steve, how did they explain that to you? They said there are jobs out there right now that you may be exposed to. Is that right, for liability?
Well, I have been trying to have them explain that to me, and they've never really gotten back to me on that. They just keep saying that I owe the money. But I researched the category myself online, and that's what I came up with. And, you know, Brian sent me this letter to formally dispute this, and Brian...
Actually, I sent
perfectly.
that.
What's that?
Brian, I said I sent that. That's not from Brian. Unless, Brian, you sent him one. I sent a copy of that to you as well, Brian.
It was from Mark.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, right.
So the bottom line,
and
then,
he framed it.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, so yeah, Mark framed it perfectly, that it was a category that actually was under subcontractors, which we do not use, but it's just like they wanted to come up with a category that they, and the rate was 14 times higher than what was quoted in my policy.
Yeah, Brian, what is your blush on this whole thing looking at it, though? Does he actually, does he owe it or not?
Yeah, how serious will they be collecting it?
I think, no, first of all, he does not owe this whole thing. It's just going to take a little bit of work on his part to get some documentation. I know you said you already argued this and won. I don't think they have changed that, and I'll tell you why I'm so confident of that, Steve, because I know Liberty Mutual, and I know that landscapers don't have a cost associated to completed operations. So any kind of cost you have associated to completed operations, they're still charging you for plumbing. So whatever anybody told you, they have not corrected it yet. I would love to be able to plug in and just call Liberty Mutual and try to fix this for you, but I am not your agent. They won't talk to me. Has your agent got involved? This shouldn't be that hard of a thing.
She did get involved, and I left messages with her. She hasn't gotten back to me about this, and because
Hey, Brian, isn't the fundamental problem with that they get paid on that as well, the agent?
Yeah, no, you're right. They get a commission, but I mean, I'm not alleging that's what's going on here. I just think it just takes a little bit of effort, and it's going to take some documentation from you, Steve, to show that your true percentage of sprinkler work is, whatever, is it 10% or whatever it really is. We're going to have to prove that.
So,
well, on the audit results, which they sent me, the highest number of premium that they're saying that I owe is under products and completed operations, not under the actual payroll of. Well, it's showing that payroll number, but it's not under the landscaping portion of it.
It's under plumbing. That's what I'm telling you. They have not fixed it. The completed operations cost is being charged to you under the plumbing class code.
I understand what you're saying. So even though you think they reclassified you, they did not reclassify you.
Correct.
So that's what you have to go back and make sure they reclassify you.
They did.
Yeah, but they
said they did, but and it was by emails and stuff. And I just want to see the completed audit, the readjusted audit portion, and I've never seen that, and I've been trying to get that, and I just keep coming against messages and recordings and everything else, and I just because that's what I've been trying to get, so that I feel at least informed about how they've categorize these charges.
No, and you should have that. And your agent or Liberty Mutual, but your agent should be able to get this stuff. This should be something that you should be able to get.
Well, I did get I talked to the collections portion of Liberty Mutual today because I wanted to set up payments so they don't send this any further. And he gave me a phone number, and this phone number is supposed to be directly to the audit department, and that they will give me that report. I just haven't had time to do that today because I've had meetings and other things going on. But I'm going to do that, and then I will get that. And
we would be happy to join you on that call if you want help on it. Just let me know.
Very good.
Yeah, I think
that you better take them up on it. I mean, that's the best help you're going to get out there with Compass. They're one of the few that'll fight for their clients.
Yeah, and in fact, I hate to say this, and I know you're not asking for this, Brian, but being an agent is more than collecting a check. It's advocating for your client. So I want to ask something. Are you allowed to change agent of record if you wanted to?
I could, but I really appreciate this agent. I just wish she would have got back.
You appreciate the woman not fighting for you when everybody says it's wrong.
Go have your agent take care of it. The best to you, Steve. I really do wish you the best. I really do. We got more coming right up. Yeah. That's right. That's exactly right. right, so fuck them.
Now, impact traffic.
Quiet drive throughout the Denver Metro for the 1 o'clock. I-25 north and southbound showing highway speed through town. You might see some brief stopped-up spots through the downtown area. Nothing out of the ordinary there. Northeast of there through Commerce City at 270 westbound. Some congestion approaching Vasquez. I-70 east and westbound flowing free to and from TIA. Leaving TIA, still seeing some slow traffic around 56 on Pena outbound after an accident has cleared. With traffic, I'm Mark Swan.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle from Blindster.com. If you price custom blinds at a retail store, you know how expensive they can be. At Blindster, we do things differently. You measure at home, install yourself, and save big on custom blinds. Plus, we guarantee they'll fit. Blindster.com.
Sheridan Auto Tech is the place to go if you want honesty, integrity, value, knowledge, experience. Can you think of anything else? Of course not. They are the place I take my cars. Even when my car was under warranty, I took it to Sheridan Auto Tech. And of course, they can't do the warranty repair itself, but they can do all the other service and save you a ton from what the dealer charges. SheridanAutotech.com. New and used cars, checkouts for used cars before you buy them, whatever you need, including electrical issues. 303-455-7242, SheridanAutotech.com.
Next Thursday, April 30th, free movie, AMC Highlands Ranch. 24 popcorn drinks. It's all included. Suzanne and myself will be out there. Here's the bottom line. It's called the Baby Boomer Dilemma. It's going to talk about the pitfalls of 401ks, Social Security. It's going to talk about guaranteed retirement. I want you to check it out. 100% free. Get signed up now. Go to mymoneymovie.com. You can watch the trailer of the movie right there as well. mymoneymovie.com. Get signed up.
Most financial advisors only manage your money. They refer you out for taxes.
Loud downstairs.
How you doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Getting settled in yet?
Yeah, finally, a little bit.
2 weeks in, right?
Pretty quick, I know. Yeah, 2.5 weeks now, so.
Excellent.
Cruising along.
Happy to have you.
You mean to tell me the disc is
Okay.
held on by four little screws?
Interesting.
Sometimes it's challenging what
Yeah.
you think. And my God, this guy's drowning it with
Yeah, I
cleaning.
push people's buttons. What can I
There
say?
you go. Yeah, pretty good at it, it sounds like.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Have a good one. Nice to meet
You too, buddy.
Put the bracket back on. That's simple.
Okay, let's do that time.
What would you do without YouTube videos? And
You know, I mean, it's amazing.
Okay, I got you.
I love YouTube.
Not that I'm not the best person to ask,
Yeah.
but no, I got you. I will have.
I have this friend that uses it all the time
I
to
love YouTube, Tom, too.
see how to fix this or.
I'm going to do my own brakes.
Don't mind
Tom.
holding, that'd be
Don't
great.
be near me when I test it.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks, Jack.
You can go solo on that drive.
Yeah. I used to always want the airplane mechanic to go up with me after they got done fixing something. Guaranteed good quality, you know.
Sorry, I was on the phone. Who walked in the room?
Zach Goodman. He's the new play-by-play guy for Rockies.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So they've got Jack.
So far, there's no tool that they're doing on this job that I don't have.
Yeah, I don't know how old he is, but he's probably upper 20s, maybe.
Yeah, I was thinking like
Except for grease. Well, I got grease.
4-ish.
And brake cleaner.
Okay, that's cool.
And if I have grease in my garage, it's got to be years old.
I don't think it dies.
No, it probably doesn't. I
have that white lithium grease that I put on the
Oh, yeah.
garage door openers and stuff. Now the only thing he hasn't done, like, don't you have to pump the?
You mean bleed?
Bleed, yeah. Or do you have to do
I don't know.
Well, he's not there yet. He's putting the pads in.
You ever play the iTunes or iGames?
Yeah, my kids and I used to do that a lot. Battleship was our game.
Oh, I love that.
I did not.
Yeah, he would do.
That's
My youngest would do pool with my sister-in-law. Yeah.
It's a good one. It's hard though.
So I never understood those games like the golfs and whatnot because you can't judge power so well and all that kind of thing. So it's like I'll stick to the strategy stuff rather than the.
Yeah. Well, then an issue for me is like it looks lined up to me. I shoot and it's not
way off.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, well, I would have hit that in real life. Let's be honest.
Exactly.
Now.
I'm so much better at real pool. Promise.
Oh, I better go get it.
Mornings 6 to 10 on Denver's talk station 630 KHOW.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino. Welcome to the show. Jack, let me get you in here real quick. What you got going on, Jack?
Yes, Tom. I have a question about my property rights with the town of Estes Park.
Okay, what are you going on? What's going on?
Well, they left me a note on my cabin and said that they'd be trimming trees to protect the power lines. And I've had the cabin for 20 years, so I'm used to them doing it.
Yeah.
But they clear cut underneath the lines. My property's about an acre. So they clear cut it through my property. At the end, there's a huge 100-plus-year-old ponderosa, and they dropped it. So they cut down the entire tree.
Holy
but there
crap.
wasn't any access to be able. Yeah, that really bothered me. I don't know why they had to do that, but they clear cut everything, and I guess that's their right, to be able to do that. But they dropped that tree, and then they cut it up. They didn't have any access to any roads, so they drove through my meadow with their big trucks to drop it. And then I have all this wood, and I just wondered, am I responsible to buck all that wood that they cut down?
Well, of course not.
The responsibility of
if they maintain their trees, they have to take due care and due diligence. So what did they do? They cut the trees. You understand that part, but they just left the scrap wood on your land along with tire ruts?
They took the slash, but it was a huge tree. It's 100-plus-year-old. So they cut it down to the ground. They didn't just trim the trees. They clear cut everything down to the ground.
Oh, my goodness. I didn't realize that. Are these trees on your property?
They're on my property, and the wires that they wanted to work with run through my property.
Yeah, but they're not supposed to cut the trees down completely. All they're supposed to do is clear a way for the wires. Are you telling me...
That's right.
Are you telling me they took them all down? Your trees, they took down to almost the ground?
Not almost to the ground. They took it to the ground, not through my whole property, but there's a 20-foot underneath the wires.
I need to see a pic. That might have been overkill. You got a couple problems. The wood is one of the problems, but the destruction is another. Hold on. I don't know what the hell.
Already, hey Jack, it's Adam real quick. Do you happen to have a photo of it?
I want to see a picture.
Yeah, give us before and after if you got them.
Yeah, if you happen to have it, I was just going to give you an email address to send it to. That way you can send that to Tom. Okay, gotcha. It's going to be help@troubleshooter.com.
Get unbelievable prices on refrigerators,
Yeah, the help and then the little @ symbol and then troubleshooter.com.
Sub-Zero Wolf, and many more. Whether you're looking for new, in a box,
Awesome.
or scratch and dent.
Okay, thank you so much. I'll put you back on that hold. I'll look at the email.
Denver's talk station. 630 KHOW.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
KHOW Denver.
This is 630 KHOW.
Denver's talk station.
An iHeart radio station.
Guaranteed human.
ABC News, I'm Michelle Franzen. Democrat Sheila Cherkelis McCormick has resigned from Congress effective immediately.
Another Democrat resigned from Congress.
Lawmaker to step down in the past week amid ethics probes.
In a statement, the Florida Democrat claims she's been the target of a witch hunt.
You must have written down this guy's email.
Rather than flavors political games. The announcement of her immediate resignation came just minutes before the House Ethics Committee was to hold a rare public hearing on the charges against her, which could have culminated in a recommendation that she be expelled. Cherkelis McCormick faces charges in federal court. She stole millions in
What are they talking about?
campaign. She vows her fight is far from over.
ABC Stephen Portnoy. The Senate confirmation hearing taking place today for Kevin Warsh, the president's nominee for Federal Reserve Chair when Jerome Powell's term ends next month. Secretary Pete Hegseth changing the vaccine policy from mandatory to voluntary for all military troops and personnel. This is ABC News. In Mexico, 6 Americans are among those injured yesterday after a deadly mass shooting.
What did Tesla? What is Terafab? From Tesla.
Fire at the Teotihuacan pyramids, killing a Canadian woman. Tourists fleeing as shots rang out. As the gunman turned to climb the pyramid, the rest of the trapped tourists began running for their lives. Authorities later opening fire on the gunman as he fled. Authorities identifying the shooter as Julio Cesar Jasso Ramirez. Officials say the shooter later took his own life.
ABC's Mike Rivers. In California, Burbank police say that they have arrested a man.
A planned semiconductor fabrication joint venture. What is it going to be? I mean,
a plant, a factory.
To produce 1 trillion watts of AI computing power.
It started off as a normal day. I felt fine when I arrived at the plant.
Ruth Julius's life was about to change.
Then I dropped my keys. They kept slipping out of my hand. My arm felt numb. A coworker asked me if I was okay, and I couldn't speak.
Fucking Elon doesn't do anything small, does he?
People around her weren't sure what to do.
They thought I should go home and lie down, but I knew.
I'm so sorry that they stopped making cars, basically. They basically, you know, they only have those other 2 cars.
They sold more EVs than anybody.
I know. I'm sorry they stopped making the S and the X.
Those 2. That's true.
They're good cars, man.
You got to make your robots.
I just don't know why they couldn't do both, man. I just don't understand that.
Because he wanted to key up his existing factories quick. He can always... Remember, those cars were only 1 or 2% of sales, man. They represented almost nothing. The last 250 went for 159,000 invite only.
The last what?
The last 250 of the S and X. I think it was 150 or 100 or 250. I forget the breakdown of the 2 different models, but it was special invite, and you had to have owned 4 new ones prior to get the invite. 1 person in Colorado got one.
Were they special edition?
Yeah, special edition. Basically, same exact car I have, but different rims, different seats, but, you know, the body and everything are the same. And you can't sell them for 1 year. And there was something else with it.
Oh, they did that with the truck, right?
No, God, no.
Oh, I thought they did have a car where you couldn't sell it within a year.
Well, like the Ford GT, there's lots of models that do that, but I don't know if Tesla... Oh, the Roadster, maybe.
Well, maybe.
Is he going to come out with the Roadster, or did they put that on hold?
Couldn't tell you.
Is the Cybertruck dead?
No.
I see him everywhere.
I just forwarded you guys the emails the caller sent. You sent 3 different photos and 3 different emails.
Okay. You didn't send all 3, did you?
I did. I forwarded all 3. Awesome.
Oh, I see. He has a heavily treed lot.
I got those and I forwarded them to Tom and Mark.
Oh, did I
Thank
tell
you.
you?
So they're going to look at that and then...
That's a heavily treed lot, so...
Chairs, first time...
Yeah. We'll take you back up. Sound good?
I just think...
Awesome. Thank you for holding.
Oh, it was uglier. With chairs in the alleged bed, or whatever they want to call it.
Yeah.
EuroPlumbingColorado.com has the lowest prices guaranteed. Now, here's your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Rich. That's
Damn, there's a lot of wood there.
Now what? Is it going to continue, or is war back on? Plus, Simona Magente Papadopoulos. She was interviewed once by Eric Swalwell. She's going to give details and more on the Joe Pag Show. Tonight from 6 to 9 on 630 KHOW. Yeah.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hello, I'm Tom Martino. Welcome to the show. Here we have with us Vestera Turnkey, Barry Miller. We'll talk about his program. Dan McKenzie can do an estate plan for you. He's doing one for me. McKenzie Law. They're great people. They're small enough to do the personalized attention and, of course, large enough to get everything done you need, whether it's a trust or just a simple will. 833-CO plans. I've referred a lot of people to them, and they love it. They make it painless and quick. McKenzie Law, 833 CO plans or coplans.co. Okay, get your estate plan done. Hey, Jack wants to talk about an Estes Park issue. He sent some pictures. He said he has a power line running through his property. They sent out a notice that a tree service would be clearing the right of way, and that's what they did. It's a heavily treed lot, so it's a lot different than I expected. I thought maybe it would be different. In other words, just a few trees here and there, and they went out of their way to cut them down. But it looks like they were clearing the way, and they left wood there. Now, Jack, a lot of people would say thank you for that wood, but you don't want it. I would think common sense tells you that if they come to your property and make a mess like that, they should carry that wood out of there. Are they refusing? What are they saying about that wood?
No, I wanted to be able to talk to you first, Tom, to be able to say, okay, I know that they have the right underneath the wires to do anything that they want to do. But my point is, I didn't know that they were going to, it looked like they were going to be trimming trees. I didn't know that they were going to drop my 100-plus-year-old Ponderosa.
Yeah,
and then,
that's really sad. I don't know. I don't know why they couldn't trim them. I have no idea. But did they do this on other lots as well?
I'm not sure. I think that they might be going around and just clear cutting. I think that's the most economically sound.
Was the tree actually in the easement, or where was it?
Yeah, it looks like it was. I mean.
Well, yeah, the wire is way high, and so for the last 20 years, what they've done is they've just trimmed the tree. And if there was any aspens or anything, they would just trim the aspens down. But this time, they cut the aspens, and underneath the tree, they got rid of all my choke cherry bushes. They cleared everything and cut everything down to the ground. I sent you some pictures of what it looked like before. So it's just things that have been there. The cabin's 100 years old, and so there's stuff, there's trees and bushes that have been there for 60, 70 years, and they just clear cut it down. So, and I don't think there's anything that I can do, but my problem is I didn't want the tree down. And so if they're going to cut down the tree, are they going to buck the wood for me? Are they going to clean up all that stuff? They just left the trunk of that tree laying right where it is. And so
yeah, I mean, I think, look at, they should take the wood away, for God's sakes. I mean, it's one thing just cutting down the tree, but just leaving the wood there. Why do they feel they should be able to do that? I mean, I would ask them to remove the wood. Now, they might say no. They might say, you know what? You need to keep this easement clear. You're lucky we cut down the trees, because I guess we could have charged you for that. I don't know what the easement...
Is it possible they're going to bring a chipper out or something later on when they're done in the area?
No, they're done. And the problem was that they couldn't use the road. So they came onto my property through my meadow, and then I think I showed you pictures where the big truck, that just ripped up my meadow. So now I have to reseed that, and I have to deal with the wood.
Was it Adams Tree Service?
It was the one that sent that brochure.
I talked to them, and they were just doing what they were told, and they didn't go past where the easement is. I just wanted to know.
Here's what it says. The town's official vegetation management policy, as of 2018, only requires them to trim or remove trees that interfere with power lines inside the utility easement. There is no requirement to haul away the cut wood, logs, or debris. So, I mean, they have the right to cut it down, it looks like, if it's in the easement, their prerogative or their direction by the city, and they're not supposed to take the wood away, nor do they get paid for it, according to this. And I'm talking about Adams.
Yes, and I appreciate that, but they ruined my meadow. And I just wondered if there's no way that they can get to a tree that they're going to do.
They're not. A road, you know what? They're not supposed to. They're not supposed to ruin your meadow. The pure answer is they're not supposed to. Okay. Now what do you do about it? That's the other thing. What do you want? I guess I should ask. What do you want?
I want them to, if there's damages that are done that they did, since there wasn't a road, to pay for those damages.
Okay. In what way? Like pay for them? What do you need to do?
Well, when you bring those big roads into a meadow, those big trucks in there, I want them to be able to help me with that. And I guess
like what? Do you have any prices or what? What do you have?
I have nothing yet, Tom. I just wanted to talk to you before I made a big
Mark, what do you think? To what degree are these people going to be responsible?
I guess I don't. What did they do to the meadow? Is there big ruts in it now?
Yeah, there was pictures of it because they had to bring the big trucks in to drop that huge ponderosa.
Yeah, but looking at the pictures, it's out in the woods. Does it look damaged? I'm sorry, I haven't seen the pictures.
Yeah, it's a corner property, and it's an acre of
Did you call the town's power and communication supervisor? I got the number here if you want it.
Yes, I did, but they haven't called me back.
I guess the bottom line is they should not leave it. They really don't have a license to go in and just screw up your property. So I'd be pissed off too.
If they truly screwed up your property, but I'm still trying to understand what that means. I used my tractor one time after a big rainstorm 3 years ago, and out in my meadow, I still got those damn, tire tracks that just have hardened and won't go away. Is that kind of what you're talking about?
Well, just for the people of Allens Park, that have asked me questions, and that's why I called. If there isn't a road or an access, can they go anywhere they want to?
No,
not underneath the wires.
No, they're supposed to take care. They're supposed to take care to not.
They're supposed to follow the easement.
And if there isn't any, to take that big tree down, there wasn't any way that they could do the easement with a road. And so what they did was they just went through my property to get to the big tree that was underneath.
They're not supposed to just go haphazardly through your property, but I imagine they could make the argument that there was no other way to do it. And in that case, that would be fine. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I mean, they would have to.
Okay.
I mean, common sense, or technically, you're in charge of that. I mean, you have to keep that easement clear for them if you bought it with that easement there. I mean, I really think that they could if you press the issue, they could say to you, hey, guy, you better pay us because we just went through and took care of this for you. So that it can go either way is what I'm saying. I don't know.
Gotcha.
I mean, and truly,
well, it reads. It basically says a can reasonably necessary is the words they're using in the language. So was it reasonable for them to have to go through your property to get to the tree? I mean, really, it's going to come down to that.
Exactly.
Right. And for 20 years, we've trimmed everything. We've kept it up, but for some reason this year, they decided to clear cut a trail. And so I just didn't understand, okay, now they clear cut a trail and dropped a big tree. And that's never happened before. So maybe
it kind of would piss me off. Okay, the wood being left behind would piss me off. But if there was no way to get another truck back there,
it spells out they don't take the wood. It literally spells it out.
Oh, okay. All right.
So
they don't get paid for it. This is interesting, though. This also says, under the town of Estes Park's right-of-way and construction guidelines that apply to all contractors, including Adams Tree Service, any damage to the property. So although they had a right to go through it, if it was necessary, should be restored to the original condition. But once again, I don't understand if that's a tire rut. What do you want them to do? Throw some dirt down or bring out a skid steer and flatten it? I don't know what you mean by damage.
You're right. Especially if it's
what I mean.
Go ahead.
What I mean by damage. Oh, I'm sorry. What I mean by damage is that they dropped this huge tree. And when you drop a big tree, it's not right underneath the easement. It's all over my property.
No, I know.
So then they had to be.
But they're not. They don't need to pick it up. I just think you have a losing battle. I think it sucks, though.
Yeah, it does. But are you, Mark? So they fall, knock down that tree. They can just leave it there.
Well, they cut it up, right?
Right. But I mean, what does the easement agreement say? Does it say that they can just leave it there if they want?
Well, it's the contract with the city that Adams have.
Oh.
They do the entire Estes Park. And the contract says they just cut down the tree, cut it up, and leave. They do not take the wood.
Okay. But I'm wondering, I'm wondering what common law would say if anyone ever sued on that. I mean, Jack, it's not something that's written. It's reasonableness, okay? And I, like Mark said, I think it's a losing battle. They're going to say, look, you got an open meadow. Now you got wood in it. And you got a few ruts. What do you want us to do? I mean, truly, I think that it's probably going to take more energy than it's worth. Now, this was a refined yard, a finished area, a little golf course, a putting green. It might be different. They have to take care not to just destroy things. They have to take ordinary care.
On a second note, is that the actual cabin? I'm looking at the pictures now. That little wood thing, like a shed?
No, that's just the shed.
Okay, I was like, I can't believe you live in that thing.
Yeah.
No, it's two cabins,
Jack,
and I rent one out.
The answer is there is no answer. That's honest to God. The answer is it's whatever common sense prevails. Whatever you can get him to do, get him to do. I don't think you have a big case here, but I don't think they do either. Like I said, there's nothing written about this unless it's in the city ordinances. There might be something in the ordinances about maintenance of easements and rights they have. You might want to check that out too. I'm Tom Martino. Hey, Frank Duran, the real estate man, will tell you right now what your house will sell for. It'll be a complete written, detailed analysis, not just a drive-by. He will give you intelligence to use to decide, should I sell now or not? Really, it's valuable. It's free with no obligation. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com, 303-920-1622.
When a group of women discover they've all dated the same prolific con artist, they take matters into their own hands.
I vowed I will be his last target.
He is not going to get away with this.
He's going to get what he deserves.
We always say that. Trust your girlfriends. Listen on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Follow the Girlfriends Trust Me Babe and start listening on the free iHeartRadio app today.
DiscountBath.com. I love the name. I love when the name says it all. Discount Bath means you get a discount on your bath, and they give you the best prices and the best value. They love when you put them to the test. So call them or visit them. Let them lay out a plan for you. It's free of charge. And they discuss price, of course. 720-979-2322. Do the complete bath. Or they have beautiful walk-in showers for just $9,888. That's $9,888, under 10 grand for a beautiful, complete walk-in shower. Or you can do the whole bathroom. Again, discountbath.com.
You know, I want you to remember this name, John Clace. If you need any form of loan on your house or a new purchase, I want you to call John. And here's why. He works for CMG Financial. These guys are the bank. And I say this in every spot. They lend out over $2 billion every month. They're the bank. The underwriters, everybody works for them. They loan in every state in this great country as well. They do reverse mortgages. And by the way, you're going to get lower fees on reverse mortgages than you would traditionally because, once again, there's no middleman. They are the bank. They also have a fluid line of credit for 30 years. It's an incredible product. It's called the All-in-One Loan, and you're going to love it. Contractors out there, if you have different kinds of issues when it comes to finances, they have different loans that will help you out. They have asset-based loans. These guys are great. I've used them. My son has used them for his new purchase. My daughter is meeting with John today with her fiancé to talk about loans. Call John 303-577-7206, 303-577-7206, or partnerinlending.com.
Pallets.
I used all the time you left on the clock, Tommy.
Sofa, wood pallets.
Yeah. Yeah, you did a 30. That 60 was discount was 60.
Oh no, I did a little more than 60 for that 30. I thought it was 45, but
maybe I clocked it at 30, but I might have started a little late. I got a cool new clock.
Oh yeah? Is it satellite driven?
No, it's just a timer, man. It's like it's cool as shit. It's got a big old button I hit to start and stop it and another button to reset it. I can count down, count up. I can count seconds, minutes, hours, whatever.
It's called a smartphone.
No, that doesn't have a big button I can hit in the middle of a live.
Hey, Tom, I have a shout out for a sponsor if you want me to do it for Excel Roofing.
Okay, cool. If you want to, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I gotta finish up with Barry though.
Yes, whenever you have time, just let me know.
Imagine finding your dream home and moving in right away. No waiting to sell your old place first. Sounds perfect, right? That's exactly what Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program lets you do. Buy your new home now and sell the old one later. Here's how it works. Orchard gives you cash so you can buy and move into your new home first. on your timeline. No waiting, no showings, no double moves. Then the Orchard experts take it from there. They handle repairs on your old home for you, so you attract the right buyers. Once they're done, a local Orchard agent lists and sells your home for top dollar. Orchard's Move First program gives you the freedom to buy and move into your new home first and sell your old home later.
It's almost like we have a music school below us. To be doing that drumming all the time.
Visit Orchard.com to get your free home.
Not Mark's drumming, but the drumming.
Right. I mean, I haven't heard them for a while.
They've been gone for a while.
I switched because I like the idea of being in business with a wireless company that supports our veterans in a meaningful way. Pure Talk also creates American jobs every day by keeping their entire operation in this country.
Oh, I went to Sonic. I told you I was going to go get that smash burger.
Yeah.
I tried to explain I wanted one meat patty. They couldn't get that through their head. And then they charged me the same price as a double. You know, in the future, I'm just going to ask for a double. Throw away the other patty if I don't want it. You know, it was beyond their capability to know that I only wanted a single patty. It's so good.
Do they still put the pickles on it?
Well, I say no pickles.
I
don't
would
like
too
pickles. You know, you like pickles?
Pickles on what, guys?
Hamburger.
The Sonic Smash Burger.
Yep.
Oh, I do like smash burgers.
Oh, the Sonic one is really good.
Erie Advisors, TrajanWealth.com. Denver's talk station. Online at khout.com.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Barry Miller, people want to know the price ranges of houses and how you determine those at Vestera Turnkey.
Yeah, we go on the highest return and the highest, absolutely the highest safety.
What does that mean, highest return?
Highest return, the most money that it's going to gain in a 12-month period. What properties have the highest appreciation? It's not the highest priced property.
Oh, okay.
They have too high risk.
Not necessarily the lowest either.
Not the lowest, because if you get low, you're going to have deferred maintenance issues that'll ruin the investment. So typically we look at I will say this, we look at the national median price. The national median price of a single detached home, family home, is roughly $425,000.
Okay.
We do not go above that.
Okay.
Except in rare circumstances where such hot homes are found and we have buyers who say, hey, well, we could afford more. We would like a little more because we may go there someday.
And someone wants to know, can they do more than one right out of the gate? And what does that look like?
Oh, the number one, it looks like a lot more success right out of the gate.
Really?
You have it. Yes. We have a gentleman right now, currently.
Yeah.
He sold one of his investment properties here in Denver, buying 3. Right now, one of them has already gone closed, and the other 2 close approximately May 10th. So he's all excited about it. He had the chance to do 4, but he wanted some more positive cash flow. So he chose 3 rather than 4.
Right. So you can determine how many you want, how much you want to put down, what your cash flow will be. You can make it a cash flow deal if you want.
We always present to all of our customers, there's a balance between big money equity gain and smaller money, but very important, positive cash flow.
Okay, got it.
So a lot of
they
people
can do either play.
A lot of people,
they can set up an income like an annuity.
And they could determine what is best. Or they determine what's best for them. Tell us, and then we say, here's how we could implement that.
All right, hey Vicky, what's going on with you, Vicky? What's happening?
Oh, I'm having problems with Comcast Xfinity.
Okay, what is the problem? They're terrible to deal with when you have problems. Now, the good news is they don't have a lot of problems. That's the good news. So what's the problem?
I can tell you why they don't have a lot of problems, because you can't get anybody on the phone that lives in the country, for one. I went in most of the stores that they have are franchises, so they're all working on commission. I finally found a legitimate store, went in, and they no longer have managers there.
What's the problem? You haven't told me the problem yet. What's going on?
Okay. I went in to pay my bill at River Point, because I do that when I go to Costco, use my debit card, and the guy that was helping me said, you need to get on the 5-year plan. Your rates will be a lot lower. And I said, okay. He goes, the only thing is it needs to be under another name. And I said, well, I live alone, so I can't do that. He goes, that's okay. We make up names. That's what everybody's doing.
What?
So I said, okay, we'll see. I know.
Okay, so what did you do?
So well, by the time he all got done, I was looking at him, and I said, I don't feel comfortable with this. I don't think I want to do it, because he put some fake name in there. And he goes, it's too late. It's already done.
You know what he did? You know what? Just so you know, he is signing up a new customer and getting paid commission. He tricked you. That's not true that you needed to get on a 5-year plan. What he was saying to you basically is this: we have a better deal for you, but you have to you have to open up a new account, and he made a commission. That's exactly what he just did. So.
And he said everyone's doing it and they don't care. Well, anyway, that's not the rest of the story. He not only did that, I immediately drove to another Xfinity place and canceled everything. But it didn't get canceled. And then when I got home, my phone was turned off and the TVs were turned off.
Because you canceled.
I mean, it's been a nightmare.
Well, wait,
and I'm still getting billed since December for a phone that he signed me up for a phone and didn't even tell me.
You mean a landline phone in your house or a cell phone?
No, he signed me up for a cell phone, did not tell me, and they started taking it out of my
You got flim-flammed. There's no doubt in my mind. There's no doubt in my mind that this guy was playing you. What were you going to say, Dee?
Well, she said that she canceled, but it didn't work. But when she got home, none of her devices worked. So I think the cancellation worked. But isn't this something that used to be called slamming?
Yeah.
And the question I have for her is the fake account that the salesman opened for her, under whose name was it?
Yeah, whose name was it, Vicky?
He made up a name.
Was totally responsible for it then?
Well, just say it's not yours. I mean, and get your account back.
Clearly not Vicky's name.
Okay, I've tried calling twice. The first guy I got was in South Korea. The second guy I got was in India. I went into the store. They no longer have managers there. You have to talk to an AI person.
Hold on.
And then I got a letter in the mail.
Wait, what do you mean you got to talk to an AI person? Wait. When you go to the store, what do you mean?
There's no manager in the stores. I said I need to talk to the manager, and he took me over to the screen, and you said you have to talk to this person on the screen, and it's not a real person.
What did the letter say, and who was it addressed to?
The letter was addressed to the fake name. This is like...
I said, was it a collection
2 or
letter?
3 weeks
This is
after
a crazy.
happened?
This is
No.
crazy. How
It's a
long ago
letter
did
saying
this?
that-
How long ago did this happen?
In December.
And you've been
But the letter
fighting
that
this.
came to the house was...
So you've been
Oh,
without
yes. I don't know
service.
what to do
Have you
anymore.
been without service this whole time?
No, I have service, but I don't have internet. It's like, and I keep getting a bill with late fees on it. So when I
Addressed to
go
a
in the
fake
store, I
name.
try to explain to him.
Okay.
Well, the
Here's
fake
what I
name,
want to know, Vicky.
Let's take a look at one of the bills.
Vicky, if you went in right now,
I've got all the bills.
Vicky, if you went in right now and tried to open an account in your real name, what would happen?
It's back in my real name, but I have two. It's under 2 names now. I'm getting billed for.
So
I
you're
had to go
still
in and
getting
change my
billed for the
debit card.
account that had the fake name.
Yes.
Just tell them
For
it's
the
not
telephone
you.
that they didn't give me.
Just tell them
I
it's
did.
not you.
It didn't work. I had to change. I had to cancel my debit card and get a new debit card so they couldn't keep taking money out. Because the bank said legally they can do it because the original contract I signed with them lets them take out money out of
No,
that account.
that's true. That's why I tell people never to do auto debits. Okay, Vicky, I need to ask you something. Right now, do you still have 2 accounts?
I don't know. I think so, but I'm not sure. Because I just got an email this morning saying that my payment was declined on the old debit card that I canceled. So that was for the phone. But it's like I got a letter too from the Xfinity saying that they checked my credit under the fake name, and because I had such a poor credit rating that they wanted a deposit.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
you're
this
gonna.
whole thing is screwed up.
That guy, man, that guy really screwed you. No, I believe you were cheated. We need to talk to someone. Hey, Axe, did Suze ever give you anyone? Don't we have someone at Comcast we can talk to or not? I thought we did.
I used to. And I'll search for that again.
Axe, do you know if we have anybody at Comcast on our list?
Let me check.
On our
I think they're
list.
all in hiding. Everybody's
We might. I'm not sure. I'll ask Suze.
You know, we used to have someone we could talk to. Vicky, it's really simple. You got cheated. This guy talked you into doing something so he could get a commission. That's exactly what happened.
I know that.
There's got to be a supervisor.
There's
got to be a supervisor somewhere that can help us. There's got to be. I mean, okay, I'm going to give this Deputy D. Do you want to try to get through to somebody or not?
Yeah, as long as Vicky can explain the actual problem to me in a way that makes sense to me, because I have absolutely no idea where this is going.
She went in to pay her bill, and the guy said, you need a new account to save money.
Right.
And then he said, but in order to do it, you have to change your name because we already have an account under your name. You need a new account. Mm-hmm. Now, did he tell you when you opened the new account that you had to cancel your old account?
No, he didn't say anything. I didn't, then before I even left the store, I said, I didn't want to do this. I don't feel comfortable.
But you
with
must have signed something.
And he said, I didn't sign anything.
So can we
all I did was
for a
pay
moment,
my regular bill.
What is the actual problem like today, Vicky? Did you ever?
She's got two accounts.
She's got, well, no, she only has one account and one under a fake name.
Right, that's right.
And she's not responsible for the fake name account.
But they keep bothering her.
Well, they keep bothering the fake
name.
name.
I keep getting bills with late fees on it because I'm not paying.
And on the new account, she doesn't have internet, she said. Is that right?
Just have her send 2 statements to D to let him start, see what he's actually dealing with.
Let's see your statement. And what I want to ask you is you did happen to mention something else, that you have no internet?
My internet, well, I have internet, but I can't get on the internet. It says it won't connect to the server. So I don't know if that's them or what, because the TVs are working and the landline's working now. I did get those turned back on.
Okay. So far, all we need to do is cancel this bogus account that the guy talked you into. We need to see a statement.
Well, supposedly it was canceled.
So what about...
But on the bill, I keep getting late fees.
Are those bills
is that on the fake account or the real account?
The late fees are on the fake account, right?
Well, the one person I talked to, the last late fee was charge was for $64 for the phone that I never got or they told me about.
But it's not in your name, right? And you never signed anything, right?
She signed.
I never signed anything.
And it's not in your name. So
for some reason.
I would ignore it. If you never signed anything and it's not in your name, they can't collect from you.
What about this thing that they
I know
told her
that, but in the meantime,
we got to take this break.
Up.
Hold on. You're not listening to us, Vicky. You have 2 accounts. One is working, the other one is disconnected, and they keep billing you. Ignore it. It's not in your name. You never signed anything, and they don't have your bank account. Ignore it. Ignore it. What can they do to you? It's not your account. Just deny everything. The guy cheated you. We got to take this break. 303-713-8255.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
KHOW Denver.
An iHeart radio station.
Ryan Schuling, Tom Martino, Michael Brown Reloaded, and Dan Kaplis. This is Denver's Talk Station, 630 KHOW. Now, impact traffic.
An incident on the south end of town, I-25 northbound, approaching the exit for Hampton Avenue, exit 201. A stall in the right lane has stopped up traffic back from I-225, adding about 2 minutes to your commute. Nothing too bad there. I-25 northbound through downtown, slower speeds between Alameda and Colfax. Southbound I-25 showing highway speeds through town. It's DIA I-70 east and westbound, flowing free. With traffic, I'm Mark Swan.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle from Blindster.com. If you price custom blinds at a retail store, you know how expensive they can be. At Blindster, we do things differently. You measure at home, install yourself, and save big on custom blinds. Plus, we guarantee they'll fit. Blindster.com.
All right, I talk about CMG all the time, and John Clace. These guys are the bank, the underwriters. Everybody works at CMG you deal with. You're going to absolutely love them if you're buying a new home, or if you want to take some cash out, pay that high credit card debt, or if you want a 30-year line of credit, they're all in one loan, is absolutely unbelievable. And because they are the bank and lend out over $2 billion a month, you're going to save money with these guys. They got great rates and they got low fees. Simple as that. You're going direct. No middleman that's going to take some of it. I want you to go to partnerinlending.com. That's partnerinlending.com. And I'll give you the phone number, 303-577-7206.
You repeated himself when I said, what's the first name? Truck driver. Okay. Lee the truck driver. Tom knows me. I've been here before.
I wonder what that means on that story.
Sure. Do I sound like... I don't know. It's just... Yeah.
Which one?
The CNN one.
Oh, I think that's from when he was running.
Well, they don't think it was a real attempt?
Yeah, I don't think it was real. I think it was set up.
That guy didn't shoot that, or?
Yeah, I mean, he probably shot it.
Do you want to keep talking to Vicky,
I don't think
or you want
Trump
to just give her to D?
got shot in the ear.
Well, that's hard to do.
I know. I
mean, you shoot in the ear, you miss by a hair, and it's in the head.
I think he was just trying to build his ratings. And when he went down behind the podium, that's when he put like some blood on his ear and cheek and whatever.
Well, the Secret Service took the guy out.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But I think it was a setup.
See, I never gave that a thought. You know what you're saying. But in this day and age, God knows anything. This is the only thing that pissed me off. The Secret Service should have had, if anything, they should have picked him up and got his ass off that podium and out of there.
Yeah.
Quicker than they did.
I think that woman signed the tablet, and then she made the mistake of saying something like, they haven't even sent the phone, but she said she didn't even order a phone.
I think she might have had them merge the fake account with her real account, so she might be on the hook. That's my
so
theory.
her name's now on her real name is on the fake account now, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we should totally do an undercover sting on this store and go in and see if they offer us a fake account. Did Suze ever order that pimp suit for me?
No.
Oh, man. How am I going to do undercover stuff?
I know.
Just go to Goodwill. It's on the third rack.
Turn the off-season on again with the NFL app. Your home for all things NFL. And subscribe to NFL Plus for more access for the picks, the plays, all in one place. Score 40% off NFL Plus.
The left wing has been the biggest proponent of violence and silencing the voice of their opposition. This is nothing new, and it is an attack on our First Amendment rights. When it comes to these liberal protests, they've always been aggressive with me. They have threatened me. They have harassed me. They get in my face. This isn't the first time. I guarantee it won't be the last.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome
Who are you
to
talking
the
I am a reporter with Turning Point USA.
I'm sorry. Never mind. I heard music.
Division,
I just
It's
assumed.
at mymoneymyway.com.
Tom Martino here. Welcome to 303-713
The
Talk.
left wing is extremely aggressive and they can get violent.
I'm hearing
So,
some voices here.
You know, was saying,
Yeah, I hear.
You hear it too? It's coming from the background. I don't know
Thank
where it's
God
coming
D hears them too.
surrounding me, I was like, well, I might as well, ask these people what they think about.
I'm going to try to
this
get rid of
protest,
them.
about
I
ICE, no matter what I
don't
think
know
of
where
them,
it's
no matter
coming
how I
from, but if anybody hears it, okay. 303-713-8255. Let's get to the phones. Let's talk to, first, I want to talk to Barry Miller. Someone wants to know, what is the charge for this service? They say you're not doing it for free. How do you make your money? That if you help them become a landlord, that is a common question. Like, how does it work where you get involved? How does that work?
The way that it works on the simple version, but the complete solid version, is we transfer our customer over to our brokerage firm. The brokerage firm has an arrangement called referral fee with the buyer brokers.
So you help them buy the house and you get a commission.
We get a referral fee.
Okay.
It's different than a commission.
Okay.
We're not the people's buyer.
But it doesn't raise the cost of the house.
That costs nothing to our consumer.
Okay.
Now, we do have an annual service fee.
Yeah.
We get criticized for it being low. It is.
No, I mean, it's
going
ridiculous.
up. It's going up. It's going to be between $600 and $1,200 per home per year. Amazing what we get. The discounts that we get for the
You handle all of the little aches and pains, really.
Coordination of everything, including oversight of the property manager. But we also got the property managers to reduce their finder's fee for acquiring a tenant.
So basically, when somebody calls about a light bulb out, you don't hear about any, or
we could if we wanted to. But
basically, the owners don't have to worry about any of that.
They don't have to worry about any of that. We have some phenomenal stories, Tom. Not many, because we find properties that don't need much maintenance. But we have some stories where the contractor said, "Oh, it needs a new front door."
Yeah.
And I said, "Get me some pictures. I want to see the framing." All it needed was a little wood, 1 foot high wood framing to be done, and the $1,300 bill went down to $400 because we know how to solve those problems.
And you know all of the local people. Now, Lee has a comment on this call about the fake Comcast account. That woman was flim-flammed. Actually, I mean, this happens in a lot of industries, by the way, where people try to get you to sign up even though you're an existing customer because they want to make a new commission. Go ahead, Lee. What's going on?
Well, my suggestion to her is to do what we did in our cul-de-sac here. We all got BAMmed. We've got high speed through a cable. Her neighborhood might have BAM in it right now.
What is it called?
And in my neighborhood, it's called BAM. And it's a high speed fiber optic cable that they actually lay up it comes up the street. At the top of my cul-de-sac, we've all referred each other. All of us have gotten discounts for the last several months because we refer each other, and we use a Roku stick. It's a little complicated, not much. The lady is
Roko's
older,
not
I
complicated.
understand.
So you're saying you get a broadband service, and how are you spelling that? Is that B as in boy, I-M as in Mary?
No, B, Alpha Mike, Bravo, Alpha Mike.
Okay, BAM. Okay, like in Batman when they punch someone, BAM. Okay, and that BAM.
You got it.
And that BAM is a digital is a fiber optic cable, and that's what you're getting broadband from. Now, so you can get your broadband off of there, and you use a Roku stick, but people can use any kind of service they want with that. They can use YouTube TV, they can use Hulu, they can use whoever they want. You use Roku, but I don't believe that that's required for BAM.
No, there's one other stick you can use. The Roku is just a converter stick for your
It's
for your
called
television.
It's called a smart hub. In fact, whenever you have broadband, I don't know of any broadband, by the way, that restricts you to a specific hub. You can use whatever smart hub you want. And a smart hub is, as you said, is simply an interface to all the different programming options. But yeah, we've heard good things about.
And then you can stream. The lady can stream in. We've got Paramount Plus. We've got Prime because we've got Alexa, and we've got Prime. You can have whatever you like.
Yeah,
you can stream whatever. It's wonderful.
No, I agree. I think Comcast right now is on its way out. If you want to know the truth, they're so old-fashioned.
Oh, they're dead.
I mean, why the hell would anyone want conventional cable? And all of that fiber optic is faster and better. And I believe CenturyLink even offers a fiber now in some neighborhoods. So in any case, I have CenturyLink for my broadband. I love CenturyLink, but all these other new companies are competing. There are a lot of fiber companies going in right now. We got more coming up. 303-713-TALK. RenewHomeInnovations.com. If you're looking for beautiful walk-in showers, you can get them in 2 or 3 days with Italian porcelain imported, and you can have up to a year to pay with no interest. 303-904-2000.
Now, impact traffic.
An incident on the south end of town, I-25 northbound, approaching the exit for Hampton Avenue, exit 201. A stall in the right lane has stopped up traffic back from I-225, adding about 2 minutes to your commute. Nothing too bad there. I-25 northbound through downtown, slower speeds between Alameda and Colfax. Southbound I-25 showing highway speeds through town. It's DIA I-70 east and westbound, flowing free. With traffic, I'm Mark Swan.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle from Blindster.com. If you price custom blinds at a retail store, you know how expensive they can be. At Blindster, we do things differently. You measure at home, install yourself, and save big on custom blinds. Plus, we guarantee they'll fit. Blindster.com.
All right. If you have a roof, then you want to know about Excel Roofing. Honest to God, Excel is one of the best companies I know, let alone best roofer. And you know what I love? I love the fact that they are now opening up their services to home services. So they're going to do windows, siding, doors, and painting. Of course, they also have their outdoor architectural holiday lighting or lighting for any occasion. And they do gutter cleaning starting at $99. They can do it all. 303-761-6400. Excel as an excellent, EXCEL, excelroofing.com. Hey, Gravina's, you know what they have? 50 lines of windows. They also have siding and doors. Gravina's has the heritage too. I love representing great companies. They've been around 65 years. 950 West Evans, 303 Gravina, 303 Gravina. And the website, Gravinas.com. That's Gravinas.com.
Attention, Patreon.
I should.
Another ad.
Yep. Oh, endurance this time.
Yeah.
I wonder where that sound was coming from. That's weird.
It sounded like a different broadcast.
Now you get 20 seconds.
Like some kind of a radio.
That's what we have coming back.
Yep.
Nice.
What did they say? What did you say?
You got 20 seconds.
God damn it. Okay.
Later, Gators.
See you, buddy.
Okay, I'll give it to Barry. MyBiggestReturn.com. I got it.
Seminar. Live seminar.
Yeah.
This computer is slow.
MyBiggestReturn.com.
Is 250 years in the making. With a mintage of just 29,000 coins, this release is a true
There it is.
rarity. Call 800-921-5122 now before they sell out. That's 800-921-5122. 800-921-5122. Business is hard enough. Don't make it harder with dozens of apps that don't talk.
I have to clean out this thing. I had all kinds of, looked like cocaine in here. I don't know where the powder.
Oh, you told me.
Yeah, the white powder came from.
Yeah, you better get that cleaned out before you go through customs.
Yeah, before TSA has a fit with me.
Thousands have already made the switch. Why not you? Try Odoo for free at odoo.com. That's odoo.com.
Ken Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. You know, the big wireless companies say they have discounts for people over 55. But unless you're willing to sit on hold and ask, you're probably paying more than you should. At Consumer Cellular, there's nothing to hunt down. We're built for people 50 plus with plans starting at just $20. And our 100% US-based customer
I'm going to mention some to you off the air. Well, we'll wait till we're out there. Real quick.
And get your second month free for a limited time.
Taxes, fees, and other third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/groundadvantage to learn more.
For plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, and drains, think Plumbline Services. With quality brands like Carrier. I'm consumer advocate Tom Martino. I use Plumbline in my home.
Good to see you, D. It's good to be here. Same time, same channel. You hear them? Of course.
Absolutely. Yeah, good to see you now that I know the where that.
Do you know our?
No phone call, no hassles. PlumlineServices.com. Service at home, service at heart. Plumbline Services.
Hennion and Walsh was made for people like you.
Now, what is that supposed to be bad?
Of experienced, highly skilled professionals.
Oh, I'm not sure, but
Will have access to a team of specialists.
maybe people are wondering why the heck is he doing that?
You've earned it. We're Hennion and Walsh.
I could probably think of 10 other presidents that have, quoted the Bible or something.
Yeah.
Maybe not on all the medias that we have available, they had back in Lincoln's day or something.
Stairs over an escalator. I'm Michael Easter. Twice a week on my podcast, 2%. I give you
Are we done, or is are we coming back?
I think Dragon said he's got 20 seconds when we come back.
Oh.
On the other side, a happier, more fulfilled, healthier person. Listen to 2% on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search 2%.
That's TWO% to start listening.
Listen closely.
Nancy, will we see you on the People's Picket Line? We need you there.
Or a picket line might sound like a pickup line.
Oh, I have been waiting for a pickup line, yes.
Dan Kaplis, afternoons at 4 on 630 KHOW.
Hi, Tom Martino. Okay, May 2nd in the Tech Center, May 2nd, a live seminar. Sign up at mybiggestreturn.com. I'll be there along with Barry, mybiggestreturn.com. See you there.
You're clear.
Follow Tom Martino at Real Tom